The Edmonton Oilers completed their job back home and evened up this series, coming back to LA. Now we're under the bright lights of Hollywood for a pivotal Game 5. Welcome to the Oilers Plus Live pregame show. My name is Tony Barr. Thank you, OilCountry.
Rebel Darcy Kemper, who's 2-2 in the series, at 3.74 goals against average and .881 save percentage. It'll be Kopitar up front with Kuzmenko and Kempe, Byfield with Fiala and Laferriere, Deneau with Fogle and Moore, Anderson and Doughty and Edmondson and Gavrikov. Those guys all played those 40 north of 30 minutes in the last game. Now McDavid and Draisaitl played 30 minutes. Evan Bouchard played 36, so too did Joel Edmondson. And we are 21 minutes away from face-off. And this is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, I mean, of course you want the lead. You can't, dwell too much on it if they get up one or two. We've found ways to come back, and they don't make it easy for sure. And no matter who you're playing, it's easier to play with the lead. But I guess a defensive-minded team like this, they make it difficult. But it's always our focus. But I think just having that simple, fast-paced start is important to them.
That is the Edmonton Oilers' Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Welcome back, Rogers Game Night. Want to tell you, the Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50 is presented by Rogers, and it's now live. Tonight's early bird prizes include a pair of Loge tickets for Darius Rucker and $10,000 cash. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. All right. Let's go to Legacy Heating and Cooling. Who's hot and who's not? Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments and no interest for 1 year. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl have scorched. They're up to 9 points in the series. McDavid's got 2 goals, 9 points in 4 games. Draisaitl 3 goals, 9 points in 4 games. In their playoff careers against LA, Leon Draisaitl in 22 games has 20 goals and 39 points in his plus 10. Connor McDavid has 10 goals, 45 points in 22 games, plus 16 against the LA Kings. Out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The Ottawa Senators have staved off elimination. They win 4-0 into Toronto tonight. The Leafs fall all-time to 1-13 in elimination games where they've had a chance to eliminate teams. That is unbelievable with this current edition of the Maple Leafs lineup with the likes of Matthews and Marner there. They still up in the series 3-2, and they go to Ottawa for game number 6. New Jersey trying to similarly extend their season. They're up 3-0 in the first against Carolina. Carolina tied at 3-3. Then Jersey went up 4-3. Carolina has tied at 4-4. There's 4:15 left in the third period. Carolina leads the series 3-1, and they are tied 4-4. Series tied 2-2 in the West between the Vegas Golden Knights and Minnesota. Game 5 in Vegas Knights scoreless in the first period. That's the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal Game Health Dental Travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. 15 minutes to face off. This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
You can't win it all without a great team, and Portage College is ready to see you through your educational journey. With certificates, diplomas, apprenticeships, degree pathways, and micro-credentials, Portage College has options for everyone. Take advantage of their small class sizes and true community feel, and you'll have all the support you need to complete your education and take your next step on the way to greatness. Visit portagecollege.ca to learn more about Portage College's programs and services. Portage College, it's about you.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Bob Stauffer with you in Rogers Game Night, and we are going to bring aboard our Inside the Game analysts Rob Brown and Cam Moon as we got about 11 minutes here before game time. Rob, and I know you discussed this on Oilers Now earlier today, but you said Edmonton in 6 to begin with. Mm-hmm. You said the series was going to be tied 2-2 after the first 4 games. So,
well, my good buddy Schauger asked what I would pick the series in. I said 6. He said that was a cop-out. And I explained to him it's not a cop-out when you believe it. I felt that after 4 games, both teams will have won 2. I then felt that the Oilers would win Game 5 in LA and then go home and clinch it. The LA Kings have done their part for me. They got the 2 wins I expected from them. Now I need the Oilers to get the 4.
You do know LA is going to have something to say about that, right?
100%.
They've probably been the better team in the series.
100% they have. They've made some coaching blunders. And I do not see how this LA King team can continue to run 9 forwards and 4 defense and beat a team that's got Connor and Leon on it. They are going to have to change some of the things that they do as the game moves along. But to me, this is the fun time. After Game 5, either a team is eliminated or a team is facing elimination. So Games 5, 6, and 7 is when it gets exciting. Tonight, the Edmonton Oilers have an opportunity to really push that seed of doubt in the back of the minds of the LA Kings. The Kings, I agree, the Kings have been the better team for the most part of this series. But they lost 2 games in Edmonton that they're probably kicking themselves for. If at any point in this game they're trailing on the bench or in the dressing room, they'll be thinking, did we waste our opportunities? The Oilers want to make sure that they continue to push that seed of doubt into the backs of the LA Kings' minds, because as much as it is a physical game, it is certainly a mind game as well.
Cam, you played goal in the WHL, and you did play-by-play of Darcy Kemper in the WHL with the Red Deer Rebels. He was unreal in overtime the other night. I mean, it
should have ended way before it did.
And I'm looking at the numbers here. He's got an 80-81 save percentage in the series. They have the higher save percentage, but only marginally in what has been. The Oilers are now out shooting the Kings overall in the balance of the series because they were so dominant in the third period and overtime. How much of what happened was, as Rob mentioned, just the decision not to forecheck at all, up 3-1?
Well, it certainly looks that way. And you could just see the Oilers starting to come on. The lack of forecheck allows them to just move that puck up to center ice with some speed. Granted, not always easy to get through the 5 in the neutral zone, but when you're running 3 lines in 4D, it's going to take its toll over the course of the game. And you could see it starting to shift Edmonton's way in Game 4, and then the momentum had swung, and there wasn't much that Los Angeles could do about it. Certainly not by the overtime. In the third period, they had some opportunities, and Calvin Pickard had to make some saves at key times. But it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out this game. Just like Rob had said, if some changes will be made from the Los Angeles side tactfully as far as their deployment of the playing time. So I guess we'll see. Kings have played well in this series. But the Oilers have had such a never say die attitude and have battled back. They battled back in game 1, but they gave up a late goal. They battled back in games 3 and 4 and find ways to get victories. You're right. Los Angeles probably been the better team over the course of the entire 4 games, but you're sitting at 2-2, and if you're Edmonton, you just got to find a way to get a win in this rink.
So, Rob, do you believe, because there was some suggestion out of the media availabilities today that the Kings would play more aggressively. Do you need to see it to believe it?
Well, I do, because it's been 3 years and half a series where they haven't been aggressive when they get the lead. I mean, as Cam talked about, the Edmonton Oilers did not have to break out of their own zone. They made one pass across, and they skated up at half speed, and then threw the puck in. And every time they threw the puck in, one of the 4 LA King defensemen had to turn, skate, get it, absorb a hit. If they got it out, well, here comes the Oilers. Repeat. And it eventually just wore them down to the point the LA Kings were just throwing the puck in the neutral zone and then looking up at the clock, hoping that time had clicked off. So the one thing that I haven't understood about this series for the LA Kings side of it, they knew they were playing the Edmonton Oilers, and everyone knew that for 2 months. They had a 4th line that played all season long. If they didn't feel that 4th line was good enough to play in the playoffs against the Oilers, why did they not make a move? Then on the back end, they have 2 guys in Brent Clark and what's the other Spence. Those 2 kids played all season long. Yeah, they played all season long, 16 and a half minutes. One was plus 23, one was plus 13. They're good NHL defensemen. And I think Spence is averaging under 2 minutes in the series. And Clark only plays if they're trailing and he gets a little more ice time. I don't understand how those players don't get used. Again, if you don't think they were good enough to play against the Oilers, why did they not make a move at the trade deadline? They have to play those players, as we saw last game. If this game goes further than the 3rd period, I mean, the LA Kings defensemen, they couldn't jump up in the play. The penalty that Gavrikov took was absolute fatigue. And the Oilers are doing something that they haven't done as well in years gone by. They're running 4 lines. They're running 6 defensemen. They're turning the players over. Guys are getting consistent shifts. They're out-changing the LA Kings, and it shows as the game moves on.
Cam, how quickly do you envision the Oilers load McDavid and Draisaitl and Perry up? Because, other than for spurts in game 2, they haven't done a great job shutting Edmonton down when those guys have been out there together.
No, and I think the success of that line in the 3rd period and overtime and the impact of Corey Perry as well, it would be very tantalizing if you don't see many opportunities early in the game to get back to that, because that line is a real handful. And then it was Nugent Hopkins with Kane and Hyman, and you want to get something out of that line too. And
even the best Arvidsson has looked all series this week. Janmark. And I wonder if they pivot to that, Rob, fairly quickly.
They both play the same.
Yeah, like Janmark gives him some speed, and he plays with Arvidsson and Podkolzin. And I wonder, because that line actually, that's the best Arvidsson's looked all series long.
Well, he looked like an irritant, and that's exactly how Janmark plays. And then they got the body of Podkolzin, who's just out there running guys. They just created through disruption, through chaos. And I thought when Leon played with Perry and McDavid, and then as Mooner just said, Kane, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins, those lines look good. They look consistent. I would not be surprised if they go to that very, very quickly. The one thing that the LA Kings have when they roll their 3 lines, all 3 of the lines are really good defensively. They don't give up a whole lot, and they can score. They got 3 good lines. But eventually, if you're rolling 4 to their 3, you're going to be the fresher team come the 3rd period. And we've seen that in the last all 4 games. So I think the Edmonton Oilers are going to continue to do that, but they do want a better start. Having said that, a start has not dictated the way the games have gone, as the Edmonton Oilers have continued to show that no lead is safe against them.
All right, so let's go. Rob, we've got about a minute and a half here. The Ford Keys to the Game brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Built Ford proud. What do you got?
I got 3 things. Power play needs to score. Penalty killing needs to continue to kill off, and Calvin Pickard is going to need to come up with 2 or 3 big saves in this game. If they get all 3 of those, they will be going home with a 3-2 lead.
Rob, great stuff. We want to tell you that tonight's Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers is in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, Kids with Cancer Society, and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. Advancing research, investing in treatments, and providing support to families. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 to join the fight for a cure. Rob Brown will join Bryn Griffiths in the first and second intermission. It'll join me post-game. Cam Moon, ready to go. Game 5 up next, live from Crypto.com Arenas. That wraps up Rogers Game Night on 4 Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
End of the Road Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Game 5 of this first round series. The Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings tied at 2 games apiece. And looking forward to this matchup tonight. Oilers winning the last 2 games. Kings won the first 2 games. And we've had high drama throughout every game in this series. Expect more of that here tonight. We are going to head downstairs right away here at the Crypto.com Arena as we get ready for the national anthems.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and
And here to perform the national anthem of the United States of America, once again back by popular demand, please sing along with the harmonica class from the Koreatown Senior and Community Center.
This is OilCountry. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's Game 5. The Edmonton Oilers are on the road to face the Los Angeles Kings here at the Crypto.com Arena. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We are the Oilers Radio Network in the starting lineup. It's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Adam Henrique with Trent Frederick and Connor Brown. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak. In goal, it's Calvin Pickard. For the Kings, Anze Kopitar with Andre Kuzmenko and Adrian Kempe. They're up front. On defense, Joel Edmondson and Brant Clark. In goal, it's Darcy Kemper. The referees, Francois St. Laurent and Kendrick Nicholson. Trent Knorr and James Tobias, they're on the lines. We've dropped the puck. We're underway. Oilers and Kings, Game 5, this first-round Stanley Cup playoff series tied at 2 games apiece. At center ice, Brown has it go off his stick. It's played out to the neutral zone, and Kuzmenko up to center. Right wing to Clark, poked away from him by Nurse, and Brown will get it out through the middle to Frederick. In over the line, the shot, save made by Kemper, and Henrique put the rebound wide. Henrique dumped down on the boards. Kempe can get it out. Kulak inside the Edmonton blue line. To Nurse. Nurse will hold on to it. Forced in behind the net by Moore. Nurse on the left wing. And the puck cleared out to center ice to Kane. He'll dump it in. Hyman played it in behind the net. Mikey Anderson on the left wing to Fogle. Can't get it out. Kane hits control on the right side, takes a hit. Fogle's pass hit, glances off a stick, goes across to Doughty. He'll get it out. Doughty to Deneau. Now to Moore on the left wing inside Edmonton territory. He lost it. Now comes Kane to center ice. Kane in over the line on the right to Nugent Hopkins to the middle. The shot put wide from the angle. The save made by Kemper off of Kane. He takes a whack at it, and everybody gathers in there in behind the Kings' net.
Well, the Oilers with a rare early offensive 3-on-2 because LA sent the second forward in, and Edmonton was able to deduce that and got the puck up the ice and created a couple opportunities, and they did that without the McDavid line, who is starting, by the way, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Corey Perry together.
The way it ended in Game 4. We're a minute 22 into a scoreless first. Oilers and the Kings here at Crypto.com Arena. Face-off will be to the right of Kemper. He had 44 saves in that 4-3 overtime loss in Edmonton on Sunday.
He was good in that game.
Very good. That overtime doesn't go over 18 minutes long without him making a lot of saves. The Oilers were all over the Kings in OT. The puck goes to McDavid. Left wing, Draisaitl now to Perry. And checked at the last second. Puck in the left wing corner of the Kings zone. McDavid on the end boards. He gets hit back there. Loose puck on the left to Byfield. Up in the air and out. Goes to the Edmonton blue line. Off of LaFerriere and in. Wallman around the left wing boards to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl. Center ice, he'll dump it in. Rims on the right wing. Bouchard with a shot towards the net. It gets blocked. And LaFerriere clear it out. Emberson to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl. Into the Kings zone on the right wing. Draisaitl to the net. His shot goes off of Edmondson, but he gets it back on the left side. Up to the blue line. Draisaitl protects the puck. Goes to the right wing boards. Top of the circle to McDavid. Across to the middle. A shot and a glove save by Kemper. He holds on. 2:15 gone here in a scoreless first.
And the Oilers with a couple looks early here. That time created off an ozone cycle. So the lines that they're running right now are the lines they finished the game with. And that includes Janmark in between Arvidsson and Podkolzin.
And they're onto the ice now.
And will the Kings play their fourth line, or will they come back with their top line? They're coming back with their top line. It's a D-zone draw for LA. Ozone draw for the Oilers.
It's to the left of Kemper. Game 5 just underway. Drop it. They'll go to Doughty, playing his 100th Stanley Cup playoff game. Up the right wing, got it out to Kuzmenko, now to Kempe. To Kopitar, into the Edmonton zone. A pass through the middle, and that gets picked off. Here comes Arvidsson. Into the Kings zone, drops it to Janmark in front of the net, and Arvidsson just put it wide. Right wing corner, Doughty for the Kings. For Mikey Anderson behind the net. To Drew Doughty, he'll help it up the right wing boards and out. Kempe across the middle to Kopitar. He's over center ice. He'll rim it in. Goes to Kuzmenko, just off his stick, and McDavid quickly turns it up the middle of the ice. Left wing to Draisaitl, in over the line, to the middle. Hyman shot's blocked. It sits in the slot area for a moment, and Spence got it out.
Hyman's got to get that puck through.
Kings in on the offside. They got to clear the zone. Draisaitl got it to center. Moore will shoot it back in. In behind the net, Bouchard to the right wing. We're scoreless. We're here on the first. Bouchard up the right side. Gets the puck across to Nurse. He'll step up through center. Into the Kings' end. A long shot, and is saved by Kemper. He'll jump on it. And 3.5 gone here in a scoreless first. There'll be a face-off in Kings territory.
Well, the Oilers are going to use 5D a lot and then splice in Emerson a little bit. Surprised 5 shifts into the game that we see Nurse and Bouchard together. They had some tough moments.
He's off to the right of Kemper. Henrique taking the draw against Byfield. Henrique out of the face-off circle will be Trent Frederick. Clark to the right corner for the Kings. As the skate in front of his goal. Up the left wing to Fiala. Back to Clark. Out to center ice. Fiala's pass goes off of Connor Brown. Pickard on the left wing for Henrique. Now out through the middle to Frederick. Flip it to the line. Clark right back out with it. Klingberg through the middle of the ice to Henrique into the Kings zone. To the right wing to the point to Klingberg. Shot. Glove saved by Kemper. Going hard to the front of the net was Frederick, and he draws a crowd. There'll be another face-off in the Kings zone. The puck has been in the Kings zone quite a bit in the opening 4 minutes and 2 seconds of this first period.
Quick out-of-town Pizza 73 NHL updates. Ottawa staves off elimination. They win in Toronto 4-0. Leafs now 1-12 in elimination games where they've had a chance to knock a team out here in the Matthews-Marner era. Vegas is up 2-1. Series tied 2-2. It's in the first period at home to Minnesota. And New Jersey trying to keep their season alive. They're tied at 4 in the first overtime period, and Carolina down 3-1 in the series.
Face off to the left of Kemper. Nugent Hopkins in the face-off circle. Now tossed out of the face-off circle. Evander Kane will take the draw. Nugent Hopkins, Kane, and Hyman on the ice with Emberson and Kulak. Kopitar taking the draw for the Kings.
Nugent Hopkins up to 50% in face-offs. Kopitar is at 55%. Kane in there now.
Drop it. Kane wins it. Emberson on the right wing. Behind the net. It goes. Spence will bank it up the right side. Got it to center ice. Kopitar left wing to Kempe. He'll dump it in. Chasing back after it. Kulak. Hit on the boards by Kopitar. Puck gets rimmed. Kept in by Spence. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Now near the side of the goal. Oh, there's a penalty coming up. Andre Kuzmenko. It's going to be a tripping call. 4:26 into the scoreless first as Hyman got tripped up.
This doesn't look good for Hyman. He has stayed down. He's a tough guy, and he can't put...
That went knee to knee.
Yeah. So the Oilers 4 for 5 in the power play in the last 2 games.
Hyman slowly goes over to the Edmonton bench. Under his own power, though.
Oilers 4 for 10 at 40% in the series. That's second in the NHL playoffs. Of course, LA is 7 for 15. They're first.
Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Face off to the right of Kemper, puck to the blue line. Bouchard on the left to Nugent Hopkins. Down the left side, McDavid, cross ice, Draisaitl in front of the net. The chance for Perry. Oh, it just goes off of Kemper and wide. McDavid out of the corner, the pass to Draisaitl. Didn't get a lot on this shot. It goes to the right corner. To the right wing point, off the stick of Bouchard, and it comes out.
Kings way more aggressive here out of the gate on their penalty kill.
Scoreless here in the first. The Oilers and the Kings game 5. Series tied at 2 apiece as Draisaitl wheels in behind the net. To the left wing point to Nugent Hopkins. To Leon Draisaitl. Right wing point to Bouchard. Brings it to the middle of the ice. To Draisaitl. Right wing top of the circle. Into the corner to McDavid. He'll step out towards the net. His pass batted on net. Saved by Kemper. Goes to the line and off of Bouchard and out. Great chance there for Corey Perry. He knocked it out of the air. McDavid into the Kings zone. To the blue line. Bouchard, left wing. Nugent Hopkins walks in. His shot. It's blocked by Edmondson, and he'll clear it out. Center ice is Draisaitl spinning away from Byfield. Cross ice, backhand pass. In over the line to Hyman. Good to see him right back out there. To the right wing corner. Hyman behind the net to McDavid. Over to the right to Draisaitl. Out to Hyman. Across to Nugent Hopkins. Goes all the way to the left wing boards. Now into the corner. McDavid behind the net. But Fogle is there and he'll rim it all the way down the ice.
Goalie just flattened McDavid. Much more aggressive on the PK from LA.
15 seconds to go in the man advantage. 6 minutes, 15 seconds gone in a scoreless first period. To center ice, puck hammered in by Klingberg. Pat saved by Kemper. He can't get it out. He tried to shoot it out. Goes off a body and... I'll say that's a glove pass by the Oilers.
They're saying the Oilers' only shot was... That can't be right. 36 at the end there. Goes bomb from Klingberg. A little surprised by that. Maybe they'll add a couple. Thought the Oilers had a couple. I thought Edmonton had a really good power play. Lots of movement.
Yeah, a lot of movement. Power play over in 4 seconds. Face off outside the Kings blue line. Kopitar wins it. Dowdy'll retreat behind his net. Penalty is over. Edmonton 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Pass by Dowdy, off a skate. Anderson to Dowdy, still inside his own end, forced back by Hyman, right on him, takes Dowdy to the end boards. Mikey Anderson with a loose puck. The Kopitar, poked away from him by Klingberg. It's Hyman on the left wing, can't get to the front of the net, puck goes to the left side. Henrique to Hyman. Now on the right to Kane. Kane along the right wing boards in the Kings zone, top of the circle. Henrique to the line to Klingberg, right wing corner.
Kane's injured.
Hyman, it comes in front, the save by Kemper, rebound on Kemper, got that too. It's Henrique with a couple of great chances.
Kane's got a broken skate. He's got to be
lost his skate, lost the steal brought in by Kuzmenko, and his pass is way behind Kempe. And the puck brought to center ice by Wallman. He'll shoot it in.
That is crazy.
Great chance, though, for Henrique, and then a 2-on-1 for the Kings. It didn't even result in a shot on net. Edmondson to Clark, up the left wing to Milan. Off his stick and in. We're scoreless in the first. We're almost 8 minutes into the opening period. Janmark on the right wing. To Podkolzin will get it out. Edmondson will shoot it back in. Pickard stops it in behind the goal. Kings still haven't had a shot on net. Up the right wing to Arvidsson. Come into the Kings' end on the right side. Goes to the corner. Taken to the corner hard by Edmondson. Loose puck to Byfield. He lost it. Arvidsson shot and the save made by Kemper. And now everybody gathers in front of the Kings' net.
Janmark's getting a roughing penalty.
Oh, what a great chance for Edmonton. And Victor Arvidsson couldn't get it by Kemper. Edmonton will be shorthanded when we come back. We played 8 minutes and 6 seconds of a scoreless first. It's Game 5. Oilers in Los Angeles. This series tied at 2 games apiece. From the Crypto.com arena in LA, it's For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer, and tell them PB sent you.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. The series is tied at 2 games apiece. The Oilers and the Kings first round action. Game is at zeros, but the Oilers are about to be shorthanded here.
Shots are 10-0 for Edmonton right now, but LA's power play's been lightning in this series. 46.7% they've scored on 7 of 15 power play situations. Oilers need to win a draw here if Henrique can get the puck up the ice, because it could be a huge momentum swing after all those saves early from Darcy Kemper.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. 38 saves in that 4-3 overtime win a couple of nights ago. And the puck in behind the Edmonton net. And on the right wing, Emberson gets it all the way down the ice.
They're letting them play tonight, man.
Are they ever?
Guys are getting taken down left and right.
Kempe up the right wing for the Kings. Drops it to Byfield. Comes through the neutral zone. Into the Oilers zone. Now left wing corner to Kopitar. For Fiala. Left side. A shot saved made by Pickard. Puck comes in front of the net, and Henrique will sail it down the ice.
LA picked Nugent Hopkins off. Ref didn't call it. Ryan's having a conversation with him.
Kempe through the middle to Kopitar. On the right wing to Kuzmenko will shoot it in cross corner. Drilled off the boards and out by Bouchard. Fiala at center ice.
Let's not forget, Janmark's one of Edmonton's best penalty killers. He's in the box.
Right wing to Kopitar. Kopitar's pass off a stick. Connor Brown will get it out on the backhand.
Oilers have used McDavid and Hyman in their third set here.
Grant Clark with it in his own end for the Kings. 45 seconds left to go to man advantage for Los Angeles. Puck dumped down into the Edmonton end. Fogle got to it left corner, but it went off the heel of his stick. Puck up against the boards. Near the line, kept in. Doughty on the right. The one-timer kicked out by Pickard as Moore let it go. Trevor Moore on the right wing, into the right wing corner. Behind the net to Fogle. To Moore. Pushes it around on the left wing boards. Clark got it to the corner, and it is shot out and down the ice by Emberson. Kempro quickly moving up to Brant Clark. Over to Drew Doughty. Into Edmonton territory for Deneau. Left wing corner to Doughty. Goes in behind the Oiler goal. Nugent Hopkins. Room through the middle. On the backhand. Down the ice. Penalty is done. Kings 0 for 1 with a man advantage. 9:45 to go in a scoreless first. LaFerriere out through center ice. Into the Oiler end. To the right wing corner. Went off the end of his stick. Wallman got it to the line. Kept in by Edmondson. To the left wing side. To LaFerriere to the blue line. The shot by Gavrikov doesn't get through. Goes into the left wing corner. Along the boards, Fiala. Couldn't get the cycle to Byfield. It's up against that left wing, and Kane through the middle of the ice to Wallman, and Jake Wallman softly dumped the puck to the right corner of the Kings zone. It's up against the boards.
This is no country for old men.
It goes to the line. Klingberg shot just off the glove of Kemper. Gavrikov to Byfield. Into the Oilers zone. A long shot, not very hard. Steered to the corner by Pickard. Evander Kane up the left wing. For Arvidsson. It's up against the boards and just in front of the Kings bench. It's in his skates. And it's dug out of there by McDavid. Will weave his way in. Down the left wing, across to Bouchard. Oh, what a stop by Kemper. Evan Bouchard, who has 4 goals in the previous 2 games with an incredible chance, and Kemper comes across and gets it with the glove.
That's the best save Kemper's made all series.
We'll take a break. 8:34 to go in a scoreless first. The Oilers in Los Angeles from the Crypto.com arena. It's Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Ready to score big on your outdoor space? It's game time with Park Landscaping. Transform your backyard into a winning arena with Park Landscaping's expert team. From design to maintenance of lush lawns and state-of-the-art synthetic turf to inviting pools and captivating water features, Park Landscaping will make your outdoor space the MVP. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game with Park Landscaping. Call 780-486-2744 today or email info@parklandscaping.ca.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deep past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Crypto.com Arena in L.A. Oilers and Kings scoreless in the first period. Tonight's Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, Kids with Cancer Society, and the Alberta Cancer Foundation, advancing research, investing in treatments, and providing support to families. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 to join the fight for a cure. 8:34 to go here in a scoreless first.
This has been as dominant of a first period for Edmonton in a playoff game on the road since Game 7 against Vancouver, where Edmonton was completely all over the Canucks.
Shots are 14-2 right now for the Oilers as Deneau gets to center ice into the Oiler end.
Haven't scored.
More left side angle shot. Pad saved by Pickard. Draisaitl spinning in his own end, but spun around by Moore, puck to the corner. McDavid behind the net to Bouchard. Bouchard with a glorious opportunity to open the scoring in this game right before the break. A great save by Darcy Kemper as it rolls into the Kings' end. Doughty up the left wing, off of Spence. Can't get it out. Bouchard kept it in for a moment. That Deneau out to center ice. Deneau will bring it in on the left wing. Top of the circle, checked on the play. And it's McDavid into the Kings zone on the right side. His pass just off escape before it can get to Draisaitl. It comes out.
Kings have been really aggressive on the forecheck, but Edmonton's had 4 or 5 odd-man breaks and hasn't been able to score. Kemper's been terrific for LA.
Gavrikov forced in the corner inside his own end. It goes to Brown. Sweep it back to the blue line. Kulak to Brown behind the net to Frederick. Frederick waiting. The pass that goes off of Kempe and to Kuzmenko, and he'll skate out to center for the Kings. Fans on his pass though. In front of his own net, Kulak, right wing to Emberson, now to center ice to Connor Brown. Off the right wing boards and into the Kings zone. 7:05 to go in a scoreless first. Brown, right wing corner to the blue line. Wallman shot tipped just wide of the Kings net. Goes to the right wing corner. Top of the circle and poked out by Kuzmenko. Left wing to Turcotte. Into the Oiler end. Stops in the left wing corner. He's up against the boards. To Malott. Can't get it towards the net. Frederick behind the goal to Jake Wallman, right wing to Klingberg, to the middle of the ice. Frederick to center ice, now dumps it in. Edmondson in behind his goal for the Kings. Comes out in front of it. Across to Clark, up the right wing, off of Byfield and in, so Pickard to play it. To Bouchard, his pass hit his skate, it comes out, the shot fired wide by LaFerriere. In from the right point. Spins towards the net, it hits something, it goes out of play. With 6:09 to go here in a scoreless first.
15-3 are the shots for Edmonton.
And it's not like they're all power play assisted. Each team's had one power play.
Kemper's been terrific.
Yeah, he's picked up where he left off in that overtime.
Oilers have had 5 grade A scoring opportunities in this game. The best of which was Bouchard on a 2-on-1, and Kemper just flashed some leather and robbed him.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Puck goes to the point. Doughty over to Anderson. His shot doesn't get through. Draisaitl turns it up the left wing. He'll get to center ice. Dumps it in. Kemper slows it up. Anderson in the corner gets hit by Hyman. And it's along the right wing side. Draisaitl to the blue line. Turns on the right boards to McDavid. Now to the middle to Nurse. Right wing to McDavid. To the corner. It's Draisaitl to the line. The shot by Bouchard and the save by Kemper. Doughty will get it out. It'll be icing though. With 5:33 to go in a scoreless first.
Well, good period so far from Edmonton. I mean, the shots are 16-3, Cam.
They can't ask for much more except putting it in the net.
Got to get in the net. The other guy's locked in. They're keeping McDavid, Draisaitl, and Perry out here.
Bouchard Nurse on the back side. Puck goes to the corner. Now behind the net to Doughty. Doughty up in the air. Clears it out. Nurse gets the puck to sit down. Cross to Bouchard. Right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will dump it in. He's got points in 18 straight playoff games against the Kings, does Leon Draisaitl. Mikey Anderson through the middle of the ice. To Deneau, now to Moore. Into the Oiler end, left wing top of the circle. To the right side to Fogle around to the point. Gavrikov low to Deneau. Deneau didn't get a pass to the slot. It goes to the line where Edmondson will keep it in. Perry shovels it out to center to McDavid, right wing to Draisaitl, into the King zone, goes to the right wing corner, in behind the net, Draisaitl up to the top of the circle, to Emberson, a shot, that goes off the stick of Moore and wide.
Again, Oilers got to shoot it right away when they get those chances. Emberson, you're not going to beat him with a fade and then a quick wrister. You got to let her rip.
Edmondson inside his own zone for the Kings. Cross to Jordan Spence. Snaps a pass out through center. Kuzmenko lost it just inside the Edmonton blue line, but kept in. Kopitar. Kopitar across to Kuzmenko. Goes off his stick. Had a chance. Kane will get it out to center. Spence inside his own blue line. To Gavrikov up the right wing to Kempe. He'll direct it in. Emberson, right wing corner. Behind the net to Kulak in the Oilers zone. Left side to Kane to center for Arvidsson. Comes across that center ice line. Down the left wing. Into the King zone. To the middle. Walking in. Klingberg. He won't get a shot. It's knocked away and cleared out.
Arvidsson just got destroyed with a hit. And they're far more aggressive in their forecheck, but the Oilers getting way more opportunities as a result through the middle.
Puck dumped in. It goes to the netminder Kemper to Emberson. A rim on the right, up on the glass. That will go out of play after it hit the glass. With 3:25 to go here in a scoreless first period. It's game 5. Oilers and Kings tied at 2 games apiece. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's for dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers, 737373. Pizza 73.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3:25 to go in a scoreless first period. The shots are 17-3 in favor of Edmonton. Haven't been able to solve Darcy Kemper yet.
Who's been lucky on 2 or 3 deflections, but's also made 3 or 4 terrific saves.
Face off in the King zone to the left of Kemper. Nugent Hopkins, Kane, and Hyman on the ice with Klingberg and Wallman. Byfield taking the draw for the Kings. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Klingberg shot off the glove of Kemper. The rebound off of Kemper. It went wide. Kane with the chance, and it's cleared out. Kemper didn't know where it was. Klingberg got it to the blue line where Byfield will keep it in for Los Angeles. Goes up to the blue line. Mikey Anderson to the middle of the ice, and Fiala can't get a shot. Puck goes to the left wing. Laferriere along the left wing boards. To the point. Doughty to the middle, and shot blocker save made by Pickard. Along the right wing inside Edmonton territory. Klingberg off the glass and out. Anderson with it inside his own blue line. Edmonton makes a quick change. To Doughty. On the right wing. Off of Kuzmenko. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Kuzmenko trying to dig it free. Kulak there for the Oilers. Goes to the top of the circle. Kopitar shot it wide. Left wing point Edmonton. His stick cratered, but he kept it in. Puck goes to the middle of the ice. And Arvidsson will get it out to center. To Podkolzin into the Kings zone. A rising shot misses off the glass to the right wing point. And Kuzmenko will get it out for Kopitar. Into the Edmonton zone. But only just a few feet in. Up the right wing, Podkolzin will dump it in. Minute 49 to go here in a scoreless first. It's game 5. Oilers and Kings tied at 2 games apiece. Clark for the Kings, left wing to Deneau. Cuts to the middle at center. Into the Oiler and will shoot it off his stick to the right corner. Nurse into the right corner boards behind the net to Bouchard. The right wing, Anderson in from the blue line will keep it in to Deneau behind the net, into the middle, and nobody there for the Kings. Connor Brown can get it out for the Oilers. Down the left wing, Brown stops up, cross-ice pass to Frederick, a shot that whistles wide. Left wing point off of McDavid sticking out. Oilers regroup, come right back in. Bouchard to McDavid on the left wing. The middle of the ice, Draisaitl, right side. Bouchard tried to pull it to the middle. He couldn't. Puck goes to the blue line. It's McDavid in front of the net off of Bouchard. We're into the last minute of a scoreless first. Draisaitl out from behind the goal to the top of the circle, and Laferriere is able to get it out. 45 seconds to go in the period. Laferriere breaking things up to Byfield. His shot down the left wing, and it's high and wide at the Edmonton goal. Perry will get the puck into the Kings' end, and just inside the line, Fiala right back out with it. Klingberg to McDavid, stood up at the King line, takes a hit from Gavrikov, takes a couple of shots from Gavrikov, and now everybody's going to get in there, and Kane's going to go at Gavrikov. We finally get a whistle. McDavid gets back up on his feet. 11 seconds to go here in a scoreless first. Everybody's still gathered right up against the boards at the Kings blue line.
Well, a feisty finish here.
Sure is.
McDavid took 3 hard hits on that shift. Having words with Francois Saint Laurent. Faceoff's going to be outside the Kings blue line. Pretty sure Kane's laid the issue down to Mr. Gavrikov. Gavrikov is not going to take that fight. No. You know that. Just giving it to him right now.
He sure is. Nugent Hopkins taking the draw against Kopitar. Outside the Kings blue line. Edmondson to Gavrikov through the middle. Nugent Hopkins, left wing to Kane. Kane runs into Gavrikov. The period comes to an end. Edmondson is in there as well.
Don't sit there and pick just Kane out of this. You had Edmondson come in late there, Stripes. You can't sit there and go, oh, no, Kane's got to go. No. You had a second LA Kings player engaged in the situation. That's the player you should have removed from the practice.
I got it all sorted out. Well, for the Oilers, you get 19 shots on net in the first period.
It's the best period Edmonton's played other than the third, game 1, well, and the third of game 3.
or overtime.
Or overtime. But LA was stepping up, trying to be more assertive physically and trying to force the play in the Oilers zone, and Edmonton created some opportunities off of the transition. And frankly, LA probably, in my opinion, should have had a penalty or more. A couple of hits on Connor McDavid. Darcy Kemper was terrific in that period. I mean, that's part of the story. Michael, if you can have our guy queued downstairs, we're waiting for Trent Frederick, so we'll hopefully get him here shortly. But that was a pretty good period for the Edmonton Oilers. You can't, other than not scoring, that's the only downer in that period is the Oilers couldn't, but they dominated play. Go to it, Cam.
We got Trent Frederick downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Trent, how did you see that first period?
I thought it was good. I thought we came out pretty good there. Took it to him. It'd been nice to get a goal or two there, but I thought that was a good start.
So they were criticized for sitting back a bit, and first time you guys did a reload in your own zone, they sent the second forward in. But you guys cracked a lot of opportunities up the middle of the ice in transition as they were selling out a bit more on the forecheck. Is that something you got to continue to exploit if they're going to send that second forward in when you guys have the puck and being a little bit more proactive on their part in the neutral zone?
Yeah, I mean, whatever they were doing, whatever we were doing, I would like to keep that the same for the second period. I think it'll be a great outcome.
Pretty physical in that first period. I think you're fairly comfortable if the game stays that way.
Yeah, I mean, we like that. I mean, they're trying to get physical because I think we're outplaying him, so we got to be smart and stay out of the box and do it the right way.
Great job, Trent. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you. Trent Frederick downstairs. Edmonton Oilers, Los Angeles Kings, scoreless after 20 minutes here in Game 5.
Good period from Edmonton. Needed a goal.
Yeah.
Outshot them officially 19-4 in-house, and they got 3 hits on Connor. 2 of them after he moved the puck. So something that Francois Saint Laurent and Kendrick Nicholson, Oilers got to have a conversation. Brad Myers working this as the series supervisor. The power plays are 16-11 for LA through the first, 14 periods of the series, if you include the overtime, and we'll see what happens.
All right, scoreless after 1 here at the Crypto.com Arena. Oilers and Kings in Game 5. Series tied at 2 games apiece. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown, they are standing by. They'll have the intermission when we come back. Scoreless after 1 from Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 Ched Insider.
880 Ched is excited to support Shadow Theater's production of Where You Are at the Varscona Theater from May 1st to 18th. Sisters Glenda and Suzanne live a peaceful retirement selling homemade jam on Manitoulin Island. Get your tickets at shadowtheater.org.
Get your name on our insider list today and keep up to date on pre-sales, contests, and more. Visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
And it's dug out of there by McDavid to weave his way in. Down the left wing, across to Bouchard. Oh, what a stop by Kemper. Evan Bouchard, who has 4 goals in the previous 2 games with an incredible chance. And Kemper comes across and gets it with the glove.
And that's our Highlight Zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. We're at Rogers Place. It's the watch party. It is scoreless. The Kings and the Oilers after 20 minutes of play. But the shots on goal officially are 19-4 favoring the Oilers, Rob Brown. I don't think you can play too much of a better period than that. The only thing they didn't do was score.
Well, that's the best period of the playoffs, and they've had some pretty good ones. They've had a really good third and had a really good overtime.
Yep.
But this was just dominant. It was a physical period. Both teams had a lot of emotion in it, but only one team was creating. And I know that there was 3 or 4 shots from LA, none of them of any substance. The Oilers, on being just conservative, should be up 3-0 in this game. With the looks that they had and the pucks that were squeaking through Kemper, going behind him, and then the saves that he made. The save that he made on Evan Bouchard.
Oh, man.
This is why Darcy Kemper is up for the Vezina. This is what he gave the LA Kings all season long. If you're an Oiler fan, you love everything you saw in the first period. If you're an Oiler fan, you're a little worried that you weren't rewarded. And you and I have talked many times at the end of periods. If you dominate a team, you need to find reward at the end of that period, because the next period, the other team's going to be better, and it's going to be hard for you to maintain this kind of dominance. The Edmonton Oilers just got to continue to roll what they're doing. But it was as good a period as we've seen the Edmonton Oilers play all year long.
Okay, so what are they doing to dominate a period like that? They didn't seem to have a lot of trouble getting out of their own end.
Well, that's because they never were in their own end that period. It was just
true.
They were in the offensive zone the whole time. Whenever you get long stretches of offensive zone time, the reason there's momentum is because you're in the Oilers are in the LA Kings zone for 30, 35 seconds. As soon as LA gets it, all they're usually doing is flipping it out or trying to get to center and then dumping it in to change. That allows your next line to pick the puck up, get the puck in, and all of a sudden you got a second shift in the offensive zone. And that's what we saw in that period, is the Oilers had such good zone time. Every time LA got it, they were bagged. It was the end of a shift for them. So they got it out and change, which allows the Oilers to come back again. So the Oilers did not have to worry about getting out of their own zone. They didn't spend time there. And it was a good period. Calvin Pickard wasn't tested. The hardest Calvin Pickard worked in the first period is when he rushed out to make a pass on the power play to keep a play alive and try to catch the LA Kings napping on a change. But that period was all about the Oilers and Darcy Kemper. Those were the hardest working players on the ice in the first 20 minutes.
With all the talk that we've had on the air earlier today about the LA Kings maybe fatiguing somewhat, a period like that cannot help, I've got to think.
Well, they have to be tired. They've played 4 games, and it's mainly on the backs of, it has been on the backs of 9 forwards and 4 defensemen.
Right.
Edmondson, a big man who's a really nice defenseman, but he's a huge man that played 36 and plus changed last game. That wears on you. And it's been a physical series, so it's not been a skill fest this series. It's been a slug fest.
Right.
So yeah, they are tired. And you see tonight they are trying to incorporate their fourth line. They had a couple shifts, and I thought were effective. Their fourth line might have been their most effective line because they were physical. You saw Brent Clark out there a few times. So I think they realized that they're not going to be able to outlast the Edmonton Oilers if they play just 13 players. So tonight they're trying more, but fatigue is taking place, and the Edmonton Oilers know that, and that's why they're trying to jump on it.
Okay, so do Oiler fans have cause to be a little nervous because there's nothing on the board? Can they play another period like that against the LA Kings?
Well, I don't know if you can put together another period where you outshoot a team 19-4, but maybe you don't need to. Maybe you're rewarded earlier. Maybe one of the shots goes in.
Right.
You're an Oilers fan. You're always nervous. That's part of being an Oiler fan. It's part of being a fan of any team. You're always going to be nervous. Even when things look good, you're nervous that, oh, no, maybe it's going to change. But I think if you are an Oiler fan right now, you like the fact that was the best first period by the Oilers. That was their best period, but it's the first time that in a first period you're like, okay, we've got control of this. Now they just have to make sure stay away from the big mistake. Sometimes when you are dominating and it's not finding the back of the net, you try to push something or force something just to create something that's not there, thinking, okay, nothing else, we're not scoring, maybe if I try this. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't force anything which turns into a turnover, and you'll be fine. And if you're going to be physical, as both teams were, don't take penalties doing it. I thought both teams were pretty good at staying, right at that line don't want to cross the line, allow the referee to make a call, because both teams' power play are capable of bearing one.
Sportsnet has the scoring chances at 12-1 for the Oilers in that first period. I think that's pretty accurate.
I'm wondering which one they gave the LA Kings as their one, because I'm not sure. I don't really remember that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Rob, thanks. We'll take a time out here, and then we'll come back with you in the second intermission, and we'll see what the Oilers have got coming up in period number 2. We'll also take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. One game, and it's between New Jersey and Carolina, is going to double overtime. So we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard when we come back, and we'll keep you up to speed. At the Intermission is brought to you by End the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's Get Flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
This is Global News and the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith says she hopes to have a constructive relationship with Prime Minister Mark Carney moving forwards. In a statement, Smith urged Carney to immediately reset Ottawa's relationship with the province, accusing the Liberals of undermining Alberta's resource-based economy. It comes the same day that her government proposed new legislation that would make sweeping changes to provincial election rules. Here in Edmonton, police found one person dead inside a vehicle this morning and have taken 2 people into custody in what they're calling a suspicious death. At 12:15 a.m., EPS was called to 56th Avenue and 199th Street for a report of a disturbance and found the man's dead body inside a vehicle. EPS homicide section has taken over the investigation, with police bringing 2 men into custody. British Columbia's health minister says the man accused of killing 11 people at a Vancouver festival was under the care of a mental health team, which never saw any change in his condition that warranted involuntary hospitalization. A ministry statement says that the man had been closely monitored under the Mental Health Act. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly. Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810 premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
At At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 20 minutes of play, and what a crazy 20 minutes it was. What a dominant 20 minutes it was for the Edmonton Oilers. We're still scoreless, though, 0-0 as we get ready to head into the second period. Let's take a look at what's going on around the rest of the league on the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. One game is now going into overtime number 2. And it's a big one tonight for the New Jersey Devils because they are on the edge. They're on the precipice. And it's 4-4 between the Devils and the Hurricanes in Carolina, with the Hurricanes leading that series 3-1. The Ottawa Senators not done yet. Linus Ullmark made 29 saves to pick up the victory, and Tim Stützle with 1 goal and 2 assists as the Ottawa Senators blanked the Leafs in Toronto 4-0. So they're going to go back to Ottawa, and there'll be a few people nervous in Toronto because putting teams away is not the easiest thing for the Leafs of late, so we'll see what happens there. But Toronto still lead that series 3-2. The other matchup tonight is in Las Vegas, where the Vegas Golden Knights are hosting the Minnesota Wild. The series is tied up at 2, and after a period and a half, they're reaching the midway point of the hockey game, and Vegas with a 2-1 lead on Minnesota. So that's what's going on around the rest of the league tonight. The out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Hang in there. I'm guessing we'll have another crazy period. It's period number 2, and it's coming up next. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
Legacy Heating and Cooling jingle auditions take 1 for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. Are you ready, guys?
We were born ready. Heck yes, Nuge. Drop the beat. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. We freaking killed it, Nuge. That's what I'm talking about, Zachary Martin Hyman.
Nice guys. We're going to sell a lot of air conditioners.
Hey, doesn't Legacy offer no payments and no interest for a year on those?
Yeah, well, thanks for the assist on the copy points there, Nuge.
It's just what I do.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer getting ready for the second period of play. The game's still waiting for its first goal, despite the Oilers out shooting the Kings 19-4 in that first period. And the Oilers Alberta Fights Cancer Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. The last raffle was over $6.3 million. Tonight's jackpot, it's at $546,000, and it's only getting started. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. We'll drop the puck. We're underway here in the second. Edmondson up the left wing to Kuzmenko into the Oilers zone. Cross-ice pass for Kopitar. Back to the right wing point. And it's rimmed on the right side by Clark. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. On the left wing, Henrique out through the middle to Brown. Little backhand off the left wing boards. Goes in behind the Kings goal. Brown crashes in there, but Kopitar misses. Kempe with a pass. It goes all the way down the ice. It's icing against the Kings. 31 seconds into the second period.
Interesting that Chris Knobloch for the second consecutive period starts the Henrique line, and the Kings now to get their top line on the ice. I think this, with all due respect to Kopitar and Kempe, they're both dashes in this series. I think they're trying to keep them away from McDavid and Draisaitl. And that's who Edmonton's got out right now after that icing against LA.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Draisaitl to take the draw against Kopitar. Draisaitl wins it. Nurse on the left wing point. Down the left wing side. Goes to McDavid. He's top of the circle to the blue line. Nurse will shoot it. Glove saved by Kemper. It was going wide. But he held on to be another face-off in the Kings zone.
They are laying the lumber to McDavid every chance they get. One thing about Connor, you can't dissuade him. But they've been... Gavrikov's been going after him a bit. The Oilers aren't really a team that targets other teams' star players. You know that. Probably because Edmonton's got two of the biggest stars in their team and would prefer not to engage in that. Deneau against Draisaitl now. Deneau's had a good series.
And he wins that draw. And on the right wing, Edmondson will flip it out. And it goes right to Foegele. Down the left wing, a shot off the pad of Calvin Pickard. He just got enough of it. And the Oilers get it out. That took a nasty hop and went right to Foegele. Center ice, Anderson will dump it in.
Oh, puck hit the ref.
Goes to the right corner. Now Deneau into the slot. The Foegele shot. Nice save by Pickard. Hit him in the left shoulder. Puck at the blue line. Doughty, right wing to Foegele. Left wing point to Anderson. Towards the net, and the redirection goes wide.
This pairing of Bouchard and Nurse, when they're out together, they struggle.
Perry into the King zone to McDavid on the right wing. Now into the slot. Wallman in front. Oh, just tipped wide by Perry.
It's an open net.
Great chance for Corey Perry. Puck in the left wing corner of the Kings end. Foegele stops on the M boards for Los Angeles. Spins into the corner.
How many chances are the Oilers going to miss here?
Doughty up the right wing will get it out. We're still scoreless. We're in the second period, almost 2 minutes in. Wallman inside his own zone for Edmonton. Up the left wing to Evander Kane. Kane's pass to Nugent-Hopkins got picked out of the air, but Wallman will step up on the play. Bring it in on the left side to Hyman along the left wing boards towards the net. That goes off a leg. It's loose in front. They jam it towards the goal, and Kemper can cover it up.
Jake Wallman with a great play, and unfortunately for Edmonton, Corey Perry couldn't negotiate contact on a chance down low, and then the Oilers battled in front of the net. What a chance for Corey Perry. Wide open, just couldn't get a stick there.
Face-off will be to the right of Kemper. Spence behind his net up the left wing to Kevin Fiala. Fiala had to go off his stick. He gets it back, then he lost it. Kane to Nugent-Hopkins. Poked away from him at center ice. Into center ice. Byfield just got it in, cleared out off the glass by Kulak. It goes down into the King end. Kane after it, runs into Gavrikov. Puck along the left side. Hyman got it to the slot. Nobody there for the Oilers. And LaFerriere to center for Los Angeles. Off the right wing to the right wing corner from the angle. Wide of the Edmonton net, and it comes out. Gavrikov will shoot it back in. Offside against the Kings. Yeah, they hadn't cleared the zone. 2 minutes, 54 seconds gone here in the second. The game's still at zeros. Face-off will be outside the Edmonton blue line.
Pizza 73 out-of-town update. Second overtime now for New Jersey and Carolina tied 4-4. Hurricanes up 3-1 in that series. Western Hockey League, Gavin McKenna has an assist. Is a 52-game point streak now, I believe. It's 5-5 in the third period between Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. Medicine Hat's up 2-0 in that series.
Janmark to take the draw. Puck goes to Clark on the right wing. He'll shoot it into the Edmonton zone. It rims on the left. Hellenius around to the right, but nobody there for the Kings. Podkolzin could get it out. At center ice to Bouchard. He will shoot it in. Janmark, left wing corner to Podkolzin to the slot. It goes to the line. Nurse, he'll shoot it wide. Comes off the end boards. And Malott for the Kings to the middle for Hellenius. On the right wing to Turcotte into the Oiler end. Gets dumped down. Penalty coming up to Nurse as the Oilers touch it. And it's going to be a tripping call. And the Oilers are going to be shorthanded. It'll be the second power play of the game for the Kings. Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's just a bad stick from Darnell. I mean, Turcotte sold it a bit. They've been flopping all series. He's going nowhere on the play.
Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard.
Oh, man. Henrique got waved out here.
Nugent Hopkins will take the draw. Goes to the left wing point. Kempe to the left wing corner. To the blue line to Kopitar. His snapshot scores. That was tipped in the slot. It's a power play goal. It's 1-0 for the Kings.
Kuzmenko with the deflection. That's going to be his third goal of the series. They won the draw.
Yeah, Kopitar let that shot go. A little snapshot from the point. Maybe Byfield. No, Kuzmenko got the last tip.
That might have been double deflected.
Yeah, might have been double deflected. And Andrei Kuzmenko's third of the playoffs at 3:34. This second period has given the Kings a 1-0 lead here in Game 5.
21-7 are the shots for Edmonton. LA's up 1-0. The Oilers have missed multiple chances around the net. They've played well.
Brought into the Oilers zone by Fogle. Pass for Deneau. Doesn't get to him. Wallman up the boards to Draisaitl. Draisaitl cross ice for Perry. Comes into the Kings end. Down the right wing. Perry behind the net. To the left. Top of the circle. It went into the skates of Draisaitl. Now near the top of the circle is Wallman. Down the left wing goes to the corner. Penalty coming up. Draisaitl got tripped up. And Doughty's going to the box for a trip. He's not happy about it.
Well, Leon sold that one.
So Edmonton with a chance for the man advantage. Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
But at some point here, the Oilers got to break the seal against Kemper.
Yep. Kings goal, Kuzmenko from Kopitar and Kempe. That was at 3:34. Now, that was on the power play. Oilers get an opportunity of their own. 1-0 Kings here in the second. Face off to the right of Darcy Kemper. McDavid into the circle to take the draw against Deneau. Goes behind the net. Mikey Anderson rims the puck down the ice for the Kings. Bouchard out from behind the net. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. Bumps it back to McDavid. Into the Kings zone. Stops on the right wing to the point for Draisaitl. Into the slot. He's trying to get it to Perry, and it's broken up and cleared by Gavrikov. Bouchard through the middle to McDavid. Into the Kings' end. Dishes on the left to Nugent-Hopkins. Down low to McDavid. Gets it in front of the net. Byfield tried to clear it. It hit Perry. Puck at the blue line. Bouchard on the right wing for Draisaitl. Shot it towards the net. Went off of Byfield. Puck near the top of the circle. Bouchard across the line to Nugent-Hopkins. Now to Perry. To Nugent-Hopkins on the left wing. In the middle on the blue line. For Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins to Bouchard, left side, McDavid in front of the net to Perry, knocked off his stick. McDavid to Draisaitl to Bouchard and shot. Loose puck, couldn't get it towards the net as that was blocked and cleared out. 43 seconds to go on the man advantage. 1-0 Kings here in the second period of Game 5. The series tied at 2 apiece. McDavid in over the line. Right wing to Draisaitl. Right wing corner to McDavid. Back to the blue line. Bouchard had it hop over his stick. And it comes out. And Bouchard able to recover before Fogle could take it down the ice. Bouchard with it behind his net. Evan Bouchard.
Oilers don't have a shot yet here in the power play.
Up the right wing to Hyman on the right wing boards. For Kane across to Wallman. It's shot off the glove of Kemper. Loose puck. They'll jam away. They're still hacking towards the net. Puck comes free in the slot and it's cleared. It gets to the line. Kept in by Klingberg. Penalty over. Here's Kane. Scores! Evander Kane roofed it and ties the game at 1.
This play, LA's down on the bench looking, was it onside or not? It's that Wallman that kept the puck. It was Klingberg that kept the puck and swung it across to Kane, and Kane ripped one high glove side. Kings are having a long look, Cam. We don't have the overhead yet up top here. Looks like they're sending their lineup. We're tied. Even strength goal of Evander Kane's second of the playoffs.
Great shot by Evander Kane. 6:16 time of the goal. And the game's tied at 1. Even strength goal. The penalty had expired. And it shot into the Oilers' end. Nurse behind the net to Kulak. Got it around the boards. Anderson kept it in. Kopitar left wing. Shoots it. Stick save made by Pickard. Colson will get it out. Right wing off the stick of Janmark to the right wing corner in the King zone. Janmark up against the boards with Kopitar, and the puck comes loose to the blue line and getting it out. It's Laferriere. He'll come in and shot. That goes wide. Kopitar to the blue line to Clark. Clark, a shot tipped just wide of the Edmonton net. Out of the right corner. Kopitar to the middle, and it's swept away from him and out.
Darnell Nurse has to settle down out there. He's over pursuing. Gotta let the game. I know you can skate, but gotta let the game sometimes come to you.
Tied at 1 here in the second. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Kulak on the left wing to Frederick. Up the right for Brown into the King zone. Puts it towards the net. Blockered away by Kemper. Puck to the slot, and a shot by Brown was blocked. And Malott will get it out. Malott off the right wing boards. It goes just inside the Edmonton blue line.
Frederick's starting to move better here.
Wallman through the middle. Off of Draisaitl into the King zone. Right wing corner. Draisaitl to the point. Klingberg across the line to Wallman. Pulls it. Goes to the right for Draisaitl. Draisaitl hit by Malott. Puck along the top of the circle, and Klingberg will keep it in. Right wing for Frederick. David to the point, and it's Wallman on the left side. Top of the circle. Now to Klingberg. Off the glass, and that hits the mesh, and we got a whistle. As we've played 8 minutes of the second period, the teams have traded goals in the second. We're tied at 1. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena here in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
End of the Road Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Oilers and Kings, Game 5 of this first round series, tied at 2 games apiece. This game tied at 1. We're 8 minutes into the second period. Andre Kuzmenko scoring for the Kings. Evander Kane has the goal for Edmonton.
He's been a killer against the Kings. 13 goals, 18 points, 21 career games coming into today. So he's up to 14 goals in 22 playoff games against LA.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Nugent Hopkins got the puck to the left wing side. Into the corner goes Hyman. It's up against the boards. Now to Kane to the right corner. After it, Fiala for the Kings dodges the hit from Hyman. Cleared out by Doughty. It's in the neutral zone. Byfield in over the line. Left wing for LaFerriere. Over to the right for Fiala. He has it on the right wing boards. Top of the circle. To the corner, but Kulak had it knocked off his stick, and getting it out of harm's way was Emerson. Puck to the blue line. Doughty, right wing corner to Fiala. Then gave the puck away to Evander Kane. Kane can clear it out.
Tough shift for that line.
Through the middle, Byfield, and go off his stick. Nugent Hopkins, left wing to Kane. Center ice, he'll shoot it in. Out from behind the net, Danault. For the Kings to Fogle, pushes it back to Anderson. He'll go across to Drew Doughty. At center ice, he'll dump it in. We're tied at 1. We're here in the second. Oilers and the Kings Game 5. Fogle shot from the right wing off the stick of Henry. That goes out of play.
Out of town scoreboard. Sebastian Aho, GWG, in OT on the power play. Carolina advances to round 2, 4 games to 1 over injury-riddled New Jersey. And you have to know the Devils' chances are going to be tough. I mean, Jack Hughes was a mammoth loss for the Devils. Great young centerman for them.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry on the ice with Nurse and Bouchard for the Oilers. Gano taking the draw for the Kings. And the puck to the right wing. Trevor Moore into the corner to Fogle. Bring it up the right side. Pinned by Bouchard. It goes in front of the net. Perry got it up the left wing to Draisaitl to Perry. In over the King line. Perry in, pulls it, waits, backhand. Save made by Kemper. The rebound to Perry. Oh, the net got knocked off. And the whistle goes as Evan Bouchard shot it anyway. But the Edmonton Oilers with great pressure. Tied at 1, 9 minutes, 37 seconds gone in the second.
What a chance for Corey Perry. We're halfway through this game. The Oilers have 28 shots on goal count.
Perry even elevated that puck. Kemper made the save. He didn't know where the rebound was. Yeah, shot Shots are 28-8 for Edmonton. Game's tied at 1 here in the second period. Edmonton off the draw to Fogle on the left wing. Will get it out. It's passed to Moore over his stick, but it's on net. Pickard has to play it. And it's in the right corner. Nurse up the right wing boards to Bouchard. Just to the blue line. Bouchard will get another chance. This time he got it out.
Don't like that pairing together, Nurse and Bouchard.
Center, Perry. Cross to Bouchard. Cuts to the middle. Gets in over the King line. Down the right wing to McDavid. The shot and the save made by Kemper. As Bouchard springs McDavid down the right wing and a chance. We're going to take a break. 9:52 to go in the second. Oilers and Kings tied at 1 here at the Crypto.com Arena. We'll be right back. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know the Brick is proudly Canadian-owned and operated? We started right here in Canada over 50 years ago. Now, our 5,000 team members are proud to be your neighbor in more than 200 communities across Canada. And we support all Canadians with a growing selection of quality-made Canadian products and manufacturers. Nobody knows more about furnishing Canadian homes at the guaranteed lowest price than us. The Brick, saving you more.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
This series tied at 2 games each. This game tied at 1. 9:52 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Kuzmenko scoring for the Kings. Kane has the goal for Edmonton. Both those goals came in this second period. Face off in the King zone to the left of Darcy Kemper.
Who's been fantastic tonight. It's the only reason this is a 1-1 game.
Up the right wing. Kuzmenko will get it out to Kempe. He's down the left side. He'll put it on net. Saved by Pickard. It went through his pads, and Klingberg will rim it up the right wing. It just stayed out. Kempe on the right wing to Doughty. Cross ice goes off of Hyman. The puck in behind the Edmonton net. The Kings come very close to taking the lead. Klingberg, right wing corner. To Kane at the Edmonton blue line. High in the air. Goes into the King zone. Anderson hit by Hyman. It's in behind the net. And Doughty takes a hit from Kane. And it comes to center ice. Down the left wing. Nick that Kempe took that hit from Kane. And he'll slowly go to the Kings bench.
That's a hard hit by Kane. It's his 6th. Hyman has 7.
Nugent Hopkins will flip it into the King zone. Turcotte will get it out. Tied at 1, 8:49 to go here in the second period. Emberson up the right wing. To center ice. Turcotte to Malott. To Turcotte. Into the Oiler end. The angle shot. Misses. Short side. Spence from the right point. Will keep it in. Around the left. Goes off of Byfield. Perry will get it out. That knocked down by a high stick.
I'm surprised Kane didn't get a penalty there.
Me too. He didn't get all of Kempe. He got part of him. And usually, that's the penalty.
Usually that's that one.
Yeah. It was almost a knee-on-knee hit. Well, it looked like a knee-on-knee hit is what it looked like.
My guess is Edmonton's going to get the next one.
Yeah. All right. Face off outside the Oilers' blue line, and it's Nurse through the middle to Podkolzin. Off his stick, out comes Kemper, and he'll jam it all the way down the ice. It'll be icing. Podkolzin was going to be the first one to that puck. Kemper went and got it.
Kemper is just on it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just locked in. I mean, it's impressive to watch.
Shots are 30-10.
And we're tied 1-1.
Yeah, and we're tied 1-1. Face off to the right of Kemper. The puck to the corner. Spence up in the air and out. Skating onto it. Byfield in over the Edmonton line. The shot and the save made by Pickard.
There's a good bit of deception there.
Yeah.
Quentin Byfield, he kind of looked off, faked like he was going to pass, and then ripped one from the high slot, and Pickard fought it off.
Face off in the Edmonton zone to the right of Calvin Pickard. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman on the ice with Nurse and Bouchard.
Tough standard out there tonight.
Deneau kicked out of the face-off circle, and comes Hornfogel. They drop it. Puck goes to Bouchard. Bouchard up the left wing to Draisaitl. Tried to one-touch it to McDavid. It comes back to Draisaitl. In over the King line, down the right wing to the blue line. Bouchard into the slot. McDavid, he'll go towards the net. Now in behind it. Kemper out of position. The wraparound off a stick. And the puck back to the right point. Bouchard into the corner.
Oh, the ref got in the way. Broke a play up.
And Moore's going to come out with
a cycle.
Moore into the Edmonton zone. Right wing to Fogle. Taken to the boards nicely by Nurse, and Draisaitl through the middle for Bouchard. To McDavid in over the King line. To the left wing corner. Evan Bouchard smacks it to the right side. It's in behind the net. McDavid in front and just put wide by Draisaitl. McDavid has it behind the goal. On the right wing, Klingberg behind the net to Draisaitl. Rims on the left. Wallman from the blue line came in. Fogle will get it out. It'll be icing against the Kings. 7:04 to go in the second. The game tied at 1.
Draisaitl's a great chance on a quick short side pass from the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid, and Kemper got a piece of that one too. He's stopping them all right now.
He's off to the right of Darcy Kemper. Henrique to take the draw against Philip Deneau. Tied at 1 here in the second period. It goes to Brown. Brown on the right to Klingberg. Goes to the right corner. Now in behind the Kings net. Fogel's right on him. Trying to shake off Warren Fogle. Klingberg to the left wing. His pass off of Frederick's skate, and it comes out.
A little bit of a forced play there. Take the easy play.
Jake Wallman, right wing to Connor Brown. Into the King zone. Pulls it off the right wing boards. Now to Wallman in front. Oh, and shot got blocked by Deneau. On the right wing point. Klingberg down low to Frederick. Frederick behind the net. To Klingberg, is shot, and that one hit Kuzmenko, goes up into the air, bounces in the right corner. Brown along the boards. The right wing corner, Anderson trying to hold it up against that right side. Henrique's
why is Arvidsson in so low here? Coming on.
Kempe off the boards and out. Well, no, to the line. Kept in by Wallman. Down the right wing to Podkolzin. Couldn't get it in front of the net. Doughty will get it out. Through the middle to Kuzmenko. In over the Oiler blue line to Kempe. Drops the puck to Clark. To Kempe, right corner. It goes in behind the goal. It's broken up by Kulak. He'll find Janmark at center ice. Over center and shoots it in. Kemper to play it. On the left wing, puck comes out. Podkolzin to Emberson to Kulak. Now to Podkolzin. Over center ice, shoots it in. 5:27 to go in the second. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Kings. This is Game 5 of this first round Stanley Cup playoff series. Nugent Hopkins. Go off the stick. Fiala will shoot it in. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Cranked off the left wing boards by Kulak. Goes back in. That's an offside call. And we'll get the whistle. 5:10 to go in the second. Tied at 1. The Oilers and the Kings will be right back from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
Legacy Heating and Cooling Jingle auditions take 1 for Ryan Nugent Hopkins and Zach Hyman. Are you ready, guys?
We were born ready. Heck yes, Nuge. Drop the beat. Call Legacy. Call Legacy. We freaking killed it, Nuge. That's what I'm talking about, Zachary Martin Hyman.
Nice guys. We're going to sell a lot of air conditioners.
Hey, doesn't Legacy offer no payments and no interest for a year on those?
Yeah, well, thanks for the assist on the copy points there, Nuge.
It's just what I do.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Ledoux. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 5:10 to go in the second. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Kings. Kuzmenko scoring for Los Angeles. Kane has the goal for Edmonton.
I got to be honest with you. I'm surprised how effective Kane's been. I mean, he didn't play for over 10 months.
It's unreal. And then to come back in the playoffs when it's the most intense hockey of the year.
And he's got 2 goals and 3 points here in the 4 games that he's played. He's taken a couple penalties. He's been really physical. He's probably going to get called the next time he runs a guy because they might have missed one.
Lindbergh up the right wing, off of Hyman. It goes into the King zone. Kemper to play it. Puts it up on the glass, and that goes off the glass, not a play. But yeah, probably should have got a penalty on that hit on Adrian Kempe. So you're right. I'm sure they'll be looking to even that up at some point. Face off to the left of Kemper.
Oilers haven't got a shot on goal for the last 3 minutes or so here on Kemper.
Nugent Hopkins to the face-off circle. Wins the draw from Byfield. Goes to the right corner. Now in behind the net. In front. Oh, the save by Kemper. Rebound Kemper trying to find it. It's underneath him, and the whistle goes. Oh, and a chance for Zach Hyman as Nugent Hopkins got it to him in front of the net.
Nugent Hopkins completely walked Byfield in the corner. Short side pass in front. What a chance for Edmonton and Kemper. And then he got some support. I think the defenseman down low there, it actually hit the stick of the defenseman. First, there's the first chance to King. And the puck was loose. And they're... Oh.
And he hit a stick. Actually, that...
Mikey Anderson.
Yep. On the rebound after Kemper had made the initial save. Actually, that was a Vander Kane stick.
That's crazy.
Yep. He was tied up with Mikey Anderson.
And they're lucky they didn't get an interference call in front of the net.
Face off to the left of Darcy Kemper. This game's still tied at 1 with 4:48 to go in the second period.
31-11 the shots for Edmonton, and it's 1-1.
Henrique to take this draw against Philip Donono. Henrique out. Connor Brown comes in. Goes in behind the net, and it's Dowdy up the right wing. To the middle to Mikey Anderson. He's forced back. Over to Dowdy on the right. Gets it out, down the ice. It's going to be icing. You get the whistle with 4:34 to go here in the second period.
Now comes McDavid, Draisaitl, and Perry. Perry's had two great chances this period. One on a setup down low from Wallman that he just couldn't deflect home, and the other he walked right in there.
Off to the right of Kemper. There have been some great opportunities for the Edmonton Oilers here tonight. They've only got one by Darcy Kemper, and that was Evander Kane with a shot that went off the bar and in. Dowdy to the corner, up in the air and out with it. Puck in the neutral zone. Draisaitl to Nurse. Cross to Bouchard. Steps up to center, drifts it in off the glass. And it's along the left wing boards near the top of the circle, and Deneau will get it out. Deneau's pass picked off by McDavid, now to Draisaitl. In over the line for Perry. Right wing corner to Draisaitl. Drops it on the right side. Bouchard. Right corner to McDavid. To the blue line for Nurse. To Bouchard. Rims the puck on the right wing. Perry comes in there, runs right into Anderson. Puck goes straight up. On the left wing, getting it out. To center ice is Warren Foegele. They'll shoot it in off the end glass. Kings make changes. Bouchard in behind the net with 3:33 to go here in the second. And the game tied at 1.
A little bit more aggressive, but not much.
The right wing to Brown, now to Nurse. Into the Kings zone. Nurse will take a hit from LaFerriere. Puck to the right corner. Connor Brown goes in behind the LA net. Runs into Edmondson. On the right side, LaFerriere will get it out. Left wing to Fiala. Into the Oiler end. Goes to the left corner. Puck to the left side, but Frederick there for Edmondson. Up to the line. It doesn't get out. Fiala to the corner, and Klingberg just took it right off his stick. And up the right wing it comes out. Maybe a 2-on-1 for the Oilers. Henry with Frederick to Frederick. The shot, and off of Kemper, and it goes to the right side.
How many chances?
Fiala on the right wing for the Kings. To center ice to LaFerriere. He'll shoot it in. Pickard to Nurse. To center ice for Arvidsson. Shoot it into the Kings' end. Janmark to the right wing corner. He's got Arvidsson in front of the net. He'll walk out. The shot saved by Kemper. Puck to the blue line on the left wing point. Nurse across. The shot saved by Kemper. The rebound, he's looking for it and covers it up. After Kulak drilled it on goal, and Kemper holds on to it with 2:12 to go in the second. And this game tied at 1. Continue to
all over.
pepper the LA net.
Just all over. I mean, the Oilers are also playing 4 lines. LA's fourth line's played 3 minutes in this game. And you just wonder, you know, have the Oilers a war of attrition in a 7-game series? So many guys had to play late in the year with the Oilers having all those injuries, but the great equalizer in hockey is who, Kemp?
The goalie.
This should be a 5-1 game right now for Edmonton. And Kemper is playing like a wall. He'd even tell you he should have had the game one that beat him.
That was a pretty good shot, though.
It's a great shot.
Puck goes behind the net. Edmondson for the Kings up the left wing. Off of Foegele into the Oiler end. Nugent Hopkins off the left wing boards to center ice. Foegele to Edmondson.
But every Oilers, they cannot give up a goal late here.
Gavrikov to Trevor Moore, just to the Edmonton blue line. Brett Kulak to Evander Kane, and he's coming down the right wing into the King zone. To the right wing corner, pass in front of the net, goes through the slot all the way over to the boards. Moore will get it out for Los Angeles. only to the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard to Kane, into the Kings' end. Left wing, behind the net, down to Hyman. Stops on the inboards. Hyman dumped down by Edmondson.
Oilers still got to support the play defensively.
Deneau to center ice, shoot it in. Rims on the right. Wallman up the left wing. Got it out. Off the stick of McDavid. Into the Kings zone. Anderson to Doughty. Coming up to the last minute here in the second. And the Kings offside at the Edmonton blue line. This game tied at 1.
Fiala was skirting the blue line there and got picked. Tried to draw a call. Matt Boldy has tied it up. Out-of-town scoreboard, Pizza 73. Minnesota tied 2-2 in Vegas. 5 minutes gone, third period. Earlier today, Ottawa stids their series with the Leafs. They win 4-0 in Toronto. Game 6 in Ottawa on Thursday, and Carolina's through to round number 2. They beat the injury-riddled New Jersey Devils. Injury-riddled New Jersey Devils.
Dumped into the Kings zone. It goes top of the circle. McDavid to the left wing point. To Wallman, now behind the net. Corey Perry drops it to Draisaitl into the right corner. McDavid to the blue line for Bouchard. A shot and high and wide. Puck in the right corner. Draisaitl up to the top of the circle, now to the blue line. Across the line to Bouchard. Bouchard to Draisaitl. 20 seconds to go in the period. Draisaitl protects the puck to the line. It came out. And that's offside against the Oilers. Wow. 14 seconds to go here in the second period.
Medicine Hats up 3-0 on Lethbridge. Guess who set up the game winner? Gavin McKenna's third assist of the game. 7-6. Weisblatt. That's the youngest of the Weisblatt boys. He's not drafted. Yeah. Had a 100-point season. Had over 100 PIMs for Willie Desjardins. So the Tigers up in the WHL Eastern Conference Final, 3-0.
Face off outside the Kings blue line. Edmondson out from his own end, up the left wing to Kopitar. Floats it towards Pickard, who went off his glove, but to the right side. Kuzmenko's shot blocked by Nurse, and Frederick will get it out. Period ends. Game's tied at 1 through 40 minutes. Oilers have been all over the Kings in this game. The shots sit at 33-12 right now in favor of Edmonton.
Well, that kind of says it all. I mean, Darcy Kemper's got 32 saves. He's been unreal. And the Oilers, Corey Perry alone, if he picks the puck up cleanly on a pass from Wallman, deposits it into an empty net. You had another chance where they backed off and overplayed McDavid, and Perry walked right in and elevated the puck, and Kemper fought it off. The bang-bang play down low for McDavid to Leon Draisaitl. The goal was a rocket from Evander Kane after they scored on the power play. But if you're LA, you're playing with house money right now, because this probably should be a 4 or 5-1 game for the Oilers. And that said, if you're Edmonton, just keep doing what you're doing. You're out shooting them 33-11 here. At some point, something's bound to bounce in. But we're watching a hell of a goaltending performance tonight from former Red Deer Rebel Darcy Kemper.
Well, for the first time in this series, the Oilers aren't trailing after 40 minutes. So they got it at least at even terms after 2 periods. Now, the Oilers and the Kings here through 2 is Kuzmenko scoring for Los Angeles. Evander Kane replied for Edmonton. Tied at 1 through 40. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they got the second intermission for you when we come back. From the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, it's for dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Laugh, learn, and be inspired as the International Children's Festival of the Arts returns to downtown St. Albert, May 29th to June 1st. Enter now at 880ched.com for your chance to win. Then don't miss the Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge, Alberta versus Montana, in a high-octane showdown at Rad Torque Raceway, May 9th and 10th. Get your tickets at radraceway.com.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
In by Klingberg, penalty over. Here's Kane. Scores! Evander Kane roofed it and ties the game at 1.
And that's our highlight zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown with you. We're at Rogers Place. The watch party's going on. Everybody seems to be enjoying the game except for one thing. Oilers are having trouble scoring goals. However, that Kane goal was timely because it came less than 3 minutes after the Kings got their first goal of the hockey game. But Rob, it's incredible. I mean, Darcy Kemper has been lights out spectacular.
Well, we saw in overtime yesterday, or 2 days ago, what Kemper's capable of. Is the Oilers probably could have won 4 or 5 times before they eventually got the goal from Leon Draisaitl. Kemper's up for the Vezina. He had a fantastic season and is the only reason that this game is tied right now. This has been the best 40 minutes the Oilers have put together to start a hockey game, and it's not even close. I mean, you could go through a long list of big saves that Kemper's made. You look at the very end, the saves he made on Evander Kane in the slot from behind the net from Nugent Hopkins, and then 3-4 rebounds. It's been a fantastic game for Kemper. The LA Kings have been hanging on. They survived. So I think the best thing you can say about the Kings right now is they survived the first 40 minutes. And now they have 20 minutes to try and find their game because they have not played their game yet tonight. This has been a dominating game by the Edmonton Oilers.
Oilers out shooting them 14-8 through the second period. And as I said, 33-12, the shots on goal favoring the Edmonton Oilers. But, you know, everybody's looking at the scoreboard and going 1-1. If the Oilers could play 2 periods like that, why can't they play 3, right?
Well, the Oilers look good. They're playing well. We talked about it after Game 2, the way that the LA Kings shorten their bench, that the Oilers will be fresher the longer the series goes, and it's noticeable now. Even tonight, when the LA Kings were trying to get their 4th line more involved. They're trying to get their 5th and 6th defensemen more involved. It's been a long time since you've seen those 5 players. It has been mainly the 9 and 4 again. And the LA Kings were defending most of that period. Now, when you are defending, when you're on the offense for long stretches where the Oilers were, sometimes you get caught cheating a little, you get caught being a little too aggressive offensively, and that's where the big mistake can happen. And we saw in that period, the LA Kings didn't have a whole lot of chances, but their best player, Adrian Kempe, got a breakaway. He snuck in behind the Oilers' defense and went in all alone on Pickard. He put the puck exactly where he wanted. Fantastic back heel save by Calvin Pickard, as that would have been unfair, really unfair to the Edmonton Oilers if they were to have been trailing after the second period. It has been a very, very good good game for the Edmonton Oilers. Now they have to finish because you do not want to waste the effort that they've had through 40 minutes.
Big guys are getting targeted tonight. This is playoff hockey because Gavrikov was taking liberties with Connor McDavid toward the end of the first period, and Evander Kane hit Adrian Kempe with a very hard hit just off to the right in the corner of the LA net that could have been a penalty, but was not. He went off slowly, but of course he bounced back too because he's a big tough guy when he's got to be. He can suck it up, but man, oh man, it's been a tough period. It's been a tough 2 periods for everybody tonight, but this is playoff hockey at its best, I think. I'm enjoying
it. It's been a very physical series, and in most of the games, the Oilers have been the more physical of the teams. LA has come out hitting tonight, and they've targeted Connor McDavid, which they should. If you don't hit him, you're just giving him free access to use his speed and use his skills, and that does not usually end up well for you. So, very physical. Both the referees seem to have taken their whistles away. It's got to be something pretty gregarious, or taking away a goal-scoring chance for them to make a call here in a game that's tied going in the third period. But yeah, it's physical, and that to me is an advantage to the Oilers, simply because they are rolling 4 lines and they are rolling 6 defensemen, much more so than the LA Kings are.
Now, after everything's been all and said here over the last 2 days, are you surprised they're still doing that?
Doing what? Rolling it? Obviously the coach does
for the most part.
Well, no, because the coach, if he had trust in his 4th line or trust in his 5th or 6th defenseman, they would have been playing.
Right.
So I don't think overnight he decided, you know what, I like those guys a little bit better. He should be playing them. I've watched both Spence and Clark play on the back end for the last year and a bit for the LA Kings. Both have been very effective in games against the Oilers. They should. They aren't, and I think it might come back to bite the LA Kings. If the LA Kings don't win this series, a lot of it will be on the back of the head coach for some of the decisions he's made in this series, whether it's calling for the coach's challenge or not playing a full bench. The later game goes, it is an advantage to the Edmonton Oilers because they're going to be much, much fresher.
If you're Chris Knobloch, I guess you really don't say too much, do you? In the intermission here, just keep rolling, boys.
Well, he's certainly going to talk. There's always 2 or 3 things that a coach will come in and talk about. A coach is never going to come in and be quiet in a game of this magnitude.
Right.
He's going to come in with 3 bullet points and more or less, all right, we are doing a lot of good things. We can't give up a Kempe breakaway. We can't do that.
Right.
The second last shift of the game, Troy Frederick threw it blindly through his own slot. Kevin Fiala knocked it down. Now, he overstick handled and get a shot away, but again, you can't go cross ice in your own zone in a tie game. So there are some things, some coaching points that Chris Knobloch will talk about, but I think he is pretty happy with the effort that his team has put through 40 minutes. But we all know 40 minutes don't win hockey games. The final 20 is going to be the big 20.
Have you liked John Klingberg tonight?
Yeah, he's been fine. I mean, John Klingberg with the puck on his stick and making offensive decisions, very good.
Right.
John Klingberg, at this stage in his career and the surgeries he's had, can get beat one-on-one, and that's what Adrian Kempe did. He walked around him without a whole lot of problem. There wasn't a stick or a grab or anything. He cleanly beat him. So there are a lot of positives about John Klingberg's game, but there's also some things that he tries to hide. On that one, he got exposed by Adrian Kempe. Now, having said that, Adrian Kempe has exposed a lot of defensemen over his NHL career.
Okay. Hey, the other thing, too, the shots on goal at the midway point of the hockey game, incredibly, were 29-9 for the Oilers tonight. It has been the Darcy Kemper show, that's for sure. Okay, Rob, we'll talk to you. Do you have a comment on that before I
No, I'm going to say, but having said that, then it was 2-2 the rest of the period, or along that liner. So the LA Kings did get better as that period went on. They kind of staunched the bleeding. But they are going to have to be much better than they were through the first 40 minutes because Darcy Kemper cannot continue to do what he's been doing.
That was worth coming back for. Okay, we'll talk to you on the postgame show. Thank you, Rob. It is 1-1, the Oilers and the Kings after 2 periods of play, and there's more to come. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the all-new Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith says that she hopes to have a constructive relationship with Prime Minister Mark Carney moving forwards, but suggests Albertans are probably disappointed by the election result. In a statement, Smith urged Carney to immediately reset Ottawa's relationship with her province. Back here in Edmonton, 2 suspects have been taken into custody tonight as Edmonton police investigate a suspicious death this morning in West Edmonton. Just after midnight, police got a report of a disturbance in the area of 56th Avenue and 199th Street and found a vehicle with a man dead inside. The death was deemed suspicious, and 2 men have been taken into custody, and police are not looking for any more suspects. Attendees and family members of victims are raising questions around the lack of barriers after 11 people died in a vehicle ramming at a Vancouver street festival on Saturday. Metro Vancouver resident Alejandro Samper is one of them, and revealing today he lost his mother, his father, and his sister in the attack. A Vancouver police spokesman says officers were part of the planning for 3,200 events last year, and only 9 involved heavy barriers. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, and breathtaking views. Experience resort-like amenities including a full-time concierge, yoga and fitness studios, golf simulator, plus indoor and outdoor lounges for you to live your best life. Visit skysignaturesuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
The intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Oilers 1, Kings 1 after 2 periods of play down south in California. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Final scores tonight. Ottawa going to Toronto and blank the Leafs 4-0. Linus Ullmark with 29 saves picks up the victory, and Tim Stützle with 1 goal and 2 assists. Toronto still lead the series, however, 3-2 as it goes back to Ottawa for a game on Thursday night. Went to double overtime in Carolina, and it was a tough one. Dawson Mercer with a double minor for high sticking, and it was. And that gave the power play to Carolina, and they capitalized. Sebastian Aho with the game winner on the power play, scored twice, 1 assist in it. Carolina win it 5-4. They take the series 4-1. The other game is getting late in the third period. 4:35 remaining in the third. Vegas and Minnesota are tied at 2, and that's exactly how the series is, tied at 2, and it's been a great game as well. One notable point, Philip Gustafson only played the first 2 periods, and they've gone with Marc-Andre Fleury the rest of the way for the Wild. So that's your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73. official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The third period is coming up next. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Road Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
Bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the black appearance package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store. Visit Ford.ca today.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Oilers and Kings tied at 1. We're getting ready for the third period of play. It's the first time in this series the Oilers aren't trailing after 40 minutes. During the regular season, the Oilers were 10-6-2 and tied after 40. Kings were 8-7-5. The Oilers have outscored the Kings 11-5 in the third period of this series. We've dropped the puck. We're underway. Series tied at 2 games apiece. The game tied at 1. Nurse inside the Edmonton zone. On the right wing to Kulak. Up the right wing boards to Connor Brown. Brown to the middle. Kulak forced back to Nurse. Nurse with it on the right wing, in his own end. Right side to Kulak, now to center to Brown that went by him. Edmondson to Kopitar to Fogle. Into the Oilers zone, he got stood up. The puck goes to the right wing, and it's Connor Brown to center ice. Brown in over the line of the right wing corner for Frederick. Frederick taken off of the puck. Kopitar behind his net. And the puck comes loose.
Guys have been out there too long.
It's near the top of the circle. Now comes free to Nugent Hopkins. Goes to the right wing corner. His pass hits the skate to Wallman, and his pass across ice was behind Hyman. It comes out of the zone. At center, Fogle into the Edmonton end left wing. Fanned on a shot. Now to Moore. He'll put it on net. And a save by Pickard. So hold on. We're a minute 17 into the third. Tied at 1, the Oilers and Los Angeles.
Well, it's interesting that Chris Knobloch doesn't put McDavid and Draisaitl out for the first 2 shifts of the third. They're out there now, though. But I thought Connor Brown extended his shift by about 12 to 15 seconds. Expect a push here from the Kings. I mean, they've been outshot 33-13 here to the first 42 minutes, or 41 minutes of this game.
Face off to the right of Pickard. Goes to the right corner. Bouchard to Kulak up the left wing. Kulak through the middle. Misses everybody. Goes right on net. Kemper had to play it. And it's to the left wing, top of the circle. Byfield to the middle of the ice to Fiala. He'll get it out. Right wing for it. LaFerriere hacks the puck into the Edmonton zone. Fiala looking for it on the left wing. It'll go in behind the Edmonton net. Kulak up the left side to center ice. Anderson to LaFerriere. He'll shoot it in. Comes around the boards. Bouchard, right wing corner. Up the right wing, off the stick of McDavid, deep into Kings territory. On the left wing, Malott. Through the middle of the ice to Turcotte. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line to Nurse. Across to Klingberg. Klingberg slowly through the middle to Nurse down the right wing. Off of Nugent-Hopkins. Goes to center ice. Deneau off the boards and in. Hyman will wheel in behind his net. Swing it back to Nurse. He waits in behind the goal. 2.5 gone here in the third. Oilers and Kings tied at 1. The series tied at 2. Nurse to center ice. Over center, he'll shoot it in. Gavrikov helps it around the boards to Kuzmenko. Comes into the Oiler end on the left. Kuzmenko's pass hits Wallman. Kuzmenko back to the point. Gavrikov, a shot! Tipped! The save made by Pickard. The rebound. It got to the slot. And Bouchard skates it out. And over the King line. Now to the middle. To Janmark. To Kane. Off the stick of the netminder Kemper. On the right wing up near the blue line. Arvidsson will fire it cross corner. Kuzmenko takes it off the boards and now comes through the middle of the ice. Kuzmenko stripped of it at the Edmonton blue line by Podkolzin. He'll get over center and shoot it in. Janmark off the left wing. Could not get it to the middle, and it's Byfield to center. Byfield to Fiala. Into the Oiler end. He gets it across. LaFerriere's shot didn't get through. LaFerriere, left wing corner to Fiala, goes in behind the Edmonton net. Now to the right side. Knocked off of the puck. And it's Arvidsson to center. Edmonton will make changes. Arvidsson shoots it in. Goes to the left wing corner. Deneau off the boards and out. At center ice, LaFerriere. Off the end boards inside the Edmonton end. He'll go off for a change. He's into the left wing corner. Oh, puck comes to the middle of the ice, right to McDavid. And he'll come through center, in over the King line, to the left wing. McDavid off the boards and in behind the net to Draisaitl. The left side to McDavid. He might go towards the net. Chopped away from him, and it's Foegele to get it out. And Foegele at center ice will shoot it in. 4.5 gone here in the third. Tied at 1. Oilers and Kings.
Oilers don't have a shot here in the third. Kings have done a better job supporting the puck. Limiting them at all. Give me the Oilers. I say that. How do they get 2 shots on goal? Who's counting those shots? The guys that voted down in the votes down in Florida.
Puck brought in on the left wing. Frederick on the right side. To Bouchard, to Frederick, to Bouchard, and shot off his stick goes wide, rolls to the side, and it's covered up by Kemper. There'll be a face-off inside the Kings zone. As we're 5 minutes, 1 second into the third period.
At some point, you'd like to see something out of Arvidsson. I mean, he's basically relegated to fourth-line moments right now. Got to make sure you're not on the wrong side of the puck. Janmark does a good job defensively supporting the play. And you know what you're going to get out of Podkolzin, and that's Edmonton's fourth line right now, Cam.
Off the draw in the Kings zone. Hyman right corner in behind the net to the left. In front of the net. Jammed on goal. Saved by Kemper as Nugent-Hopkins and Evander Kane went to the front of the net.
Quick Pizza 73 out of town update. Vegas and Minnesota are tied 2-2 in the series. Ryan Hartman drove the net, and the puck ricocheted in off of Aiden Hill back to Hartman, past Hill. It is 3-2 Mini. Got a piece of the left leg of Hartman. That's why you drive the net. 3-2 Mini. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in third period. Series tied 2-2.
Edmondson from behind his goal, up the left wing to Adrian Kempe. Back to Edmondson, across to Gavrikov. And Gavrikov fans on his pass. And it goes into the Oilers zone. And here's Kempe after it. Pickard went out to play it. Puck goes to the left side. Kopitar. This pass behind the net. Broken up by Bouchard. Up the right wing to Hyman. Off the boards and out.
That's it. Yes.
Kopitar, cross-ice pass to Kuzmenko, now to Kempe. Kempe throws it cross corner. Edmondson from the point. Got it low to Kuzmenko in behind the goal. To the right wing. In behind the net. He'll take a hit.
Nurse. Well, that was Kulak.
And the puck cleared out. Kuzmenko just inside the Edmonton line. Bumped by Bouchard.
This line needs a change. Big boys coming back on the ice for Edmonton.
Kulak in behind the Edmonton goal. 6:10 gone here in the third. Tied at 1. The Oilers in Los Angeles. And McDavid winds it up through center. Now in over the line. The pass to Draisaitl. A little behind him. He'll get it on the right wing to McDavid to the point. But it does come out.
Vegas challenged the play on the net drive. No goal. It's still 2-2 in Game 5.
Brought in by McDavid to Draisaitl. Scooped it towards the net. Stopped by Kemper. And Doughty has it in behind his goal. Left wing to Anderson. Up the left side to Byfield. He'll dump it in. Nurse on the end boards. Left wing corner in his own end to Leon Draisaitl. Up through the middle, but it went off the stick of McDavid. Doughty starts up in front of his net now through the middle of the ice at center ice. Off the left wing boards and in. Wallman in behind the Edmonton goal. Floats it out. Bouncing puck to Podkolzin. Over to Arvidsson. A shot, save, rebound. Scores! Matthias Janmark. He got the rebound. And the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-1 lead.
So the Oilers' fourth line comes through. Janmark with his second goal of the series. Put it on the net. And the rebound was kicked out. LA looking for an offside on the zone entry. They're taking their time. That's a good...
7-12 time of the goal.
By the way, it was an offside on Minnesota. It was not. As for the Oilers, they've taken the lead. Matthias Janmark.
Arvidsson with the shot down the right wing. It was blockered away by Kemper, and it went right to Janmark. And Janmark gets his second of the playoffs. And the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-1 lead here in the third period of Game 5.
You'd like to play with the lead for a while if you're Edmonton. Don't sit back.
Clark into the Oilers zone. Knocked off his stick. Hyman can get through center. Now into the King end. Driving down the left wing. He put it through the slot. And it goes over to the right side. Top of the circle. Kuzmenko to get it out. To Clark. To Kuzmenko. Just in over the Edmonton blue line. To Kopitar right wing. Now to the slot. Clark to the blue line. The shot saved by Pickard off of LaFerriere. And the puck goes to the right wing. LaFerriere in the right wing corner. Top of the circle to Clark. To LaFerriere, he lost it. And it's cleared out.
It's going to be a penalty on Edmonton. Coming. And the Oilers bench is livid.
Doughty starting up. Kemper's gone to the bench for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty. Puck to Fiala, now to Byfield. Into the Oiler end down the right wing. Touched by Kulak. And Edmonton about to be shorthanded.
I think they're holding the stick call.
8:18 into the third. Oilers up 2-1 on the Kings.
It was Gustav Nyquist that went offside.
Janmark from Arvidsson and Podkolzin. And the Oilers have a lead, but they'll be shorthanded when we come back. 2-1, Oilers lead here in the third. 8:18 gone from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's for dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, and breathtaking views. Experience resort-like amenities including a full-time concierge, yoga and fitness studios, golf simulator, plus indoor and outdoor lounges for you to live your best life. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
At Northern Lakes College, students work, raise their family, and complete their certificate, diploma, or partnership degree. With NLC's supported distance learning model, you can do it all in a flexible online classroom. Programs in academic upgrading, business, health, human services, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of courses available through continuing education. Skate into your new career in a learning environment that works for you. NorthernLakesCollege.ca. Everywhere you need them to be.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Nurse to the box. Oilers shorthanded. They're up 2-1 with 8:18 into this third period.
Huge kill. And these guys are at 50% on the power play. Or they're 1 for 2 tonight.
Yep.
So just under 50%. It's impressive. They're 8 for 17 on the power play. Now, Henrique got waved out last time, and they scored within about 20 seconds.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 2-1 Oilers lead here in the third period of Game 5. Face off to the right of Pickard. The puck goes to the top of the circle. Nugent Hopkins up in the air and down the ice with it. Kemper will set it. Picked up by Byfield. Now to Kempe. Drops on the left. Kopitar comes into the zone. Towards the net. Kempe didn't get the redirection. Kuzmenko keeps it in on the right wing point. Goes cross corner. Emberson rims it hard down the ice.
Now the Oilers get Brown out with Janmark. Janmark's got the go-ahead goal.
It's been Janmark and Kane for Edmonton. Kuzmenko has the goal for the Kings as Byfield in over the Edmonton line. Puck goes to the corner. Jake Wallman high in the air and down the ice. Oilers have cleared it 3 times already on this PK that has 1:05 left.
They got their second unit on the ice here. They scored 3 goals.
Right wing to Clark. Into the corner with Wallman. Comes free to Moore. To the blue line. Doughty has shot. That hit bodies. It goes over to the left side to Clark. He's top of the circle. Clark to the blue line for Doughty. To Clark, but he missed him with it. It goes into the corner. Bouchard tied up. Goes to the line. Doughty has it. Left wing for Clark. In front of the net. Redirection saved by Pickard. Rimmed hard, but it hit Clark. Puck comes out. Oilers 2-on-1 shorthanded. Brown in over the line with Janmark. Brown waiting. The shot saved by Kemper. Hit him in the left shoulder.
What a chance for Connor Brown.
More offside was Clark. About 10 feet. And the whistle goes. There's 15 seconds left to go in the penalty to Nurse. But what a chance shorthanded is right. 9:56 to go in the third. 2-1 Edmonton leads. Oilers get a clear-cut 2-on-1, basically from the Edmonton blue line down.
With 2 of their best skating forwards. So they were going to separate with speed. Brown made the right play. Forget about trying to feather a pass across. Get a good quality shot.
He did.
And Kemper, as he's done all night long, made a great save.
Henrique wins the draw. Emberson will get it down the ice. Penalty just about done. Doughty to Fiala up the left wing to Byfield. Off the boards and in. Penalty is over. It goes in behind the net. Los Angeles 1 for 3 with a man advantage in this game. Oilers up 2-1 in the third. Emberson off the right wing boards and out with it. Draisaitl cross ice to Nugent Hopkins into the Kings zone. Stops on the left wing boards. Goes to the top of the circle. Down low to Draisaitl to the right wing corner. To the blue line to Klingberg. Now to Draisaitl out of the right corner. Right wing to McDavid. Stops. His backhand in front of the net. Off a stick. Goes to McDavid. He'll go to the left wing. McDavid behind the net. Over to the right. To the blue line. Klingberg. A wrist shot. Save made by Kemper. Got it with the left pad. Lots of traffic in front of the net. Puck rimmed on the right wing. McDavid up against the boards. 2-1 Oilers lead here with 8:49 to go in the third period. Puck comes free. Down to him behind the Kings net. Out from behind it through the middle of the ice. Adrian Kempe. Right wing to Kuzmenko into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Kane, top of the circle. Get it up and out. It's going to be an icing call against the Oilers. With 8:28 to go in the third, and Edmonton up 2-1.
The only thing you worry about here is Janmark taking the draw against Kopitar. Kopitar's at 55%. Janmark has got the go-ahead goal. He's at 36.4 in this series. It's a tough matchup. Oilers got to crash in and support him off the draw against their top line.
Race off to the right of Pickard. Puck to the middle of the ice. Kane can bring it out. Gets it in off the left wing as Edmondson crashed into Kane. Edmondson with the puck on the right wing. Left wing for Kuzmenko off the stick into the Edmonton zone. Wallman will rim it out. Kane will get it in the neutral zone. Now come into the Kings zone. Left wing. It's shot off the arm of Kemper and it goes out of play.
He had some heat on that.
Sure did. We're going to take a break. 8:03 to go here in the third. 2-1. Oilers lead the Kings in Game 5. The series tied at 2 games apiece. From the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, it's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace. Repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1, Edmonton leads. 8:03 to go here in the third period of Game 5.
And the Oilers with McDavid and Draisaitl with just ridiculous numbers against LA. Edmonton's up 2-1 in this game, and those guys haven't broken through yet. Yeah. 41-16 the shots for Edmonton. Kings lone goal on the power play. The Oilers with 2 even strength markers.
Puck comes in front of the net to Draisaitl, the shot, and the save made by Kemper. And Fogle will get it to center ice and dump it in. Goes to the right wing. Deneau in behind the net to Moore. Now jammed on net. Save made by Pickard. He got it with his pad, and Draisaitl gets to center. He'll dump it into the left wing corner. Edmondson up the boards. It's off his stick. Draisaitl will keep it in. On the left wing, Gavrikov to Deneau. Through the neutral zone. Now on the left wing, Fogle tried to shoot it. It's blocked. Klingberg through the middle for Nurse. Into the Kings end on the right wing. A shot, rise Amazing shot, and the glove saved by Kemper. Holds on with 7:12 to go in the third. Edmonton up 2-1. Kane and Janmark with the Edmonton goals. Kuzmenko has the goal for Los Angeles. Faceoff will be in the Kings zone to the left of Kemper. Shots are now 43-17 for Edmonton. Puck to the blue line. Nurse off the right corner boards. And Kempe will get it out for Los Angeles to Byfield. Down the right wing, LaFerriere. Towards the net, swept away by the stick of Pickard. The puck in the left wing corner. Byfield up the left wing boards to the blue line to Kempe. A snapshot, and that's steered aside by Pickard. It is cleared out. Kempe with Connor Brown on him, and Brown put himself offside. 6:44 to go here in the third. Clock won't be moving fast enough for Oiler fans.
Got to keep pushing, though.
Yep.
Don't sit back. They're going to have to be more aggressive. You're going to get some chances on odd man breaks. Hyman's been a tower of power physically in this game.
Dowdy on the left wing to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko will shoot it in. It's knocked down by Nugent Hopkins. They will cross ice to Kulak. Up the left wing boards and out with it. It's at center. Nugent Hopkins will come in over the line. Left wing to Hyman towards the net. He couldn't get a shot through. Puck goes to the left side. Malott along the boards to Kempe, and Kempe into the Edmonton zone. It came back out, put in on the offside.
Take your time here, Cliff. 10 or 15 seconds off.
Kings make a change anyway. Bouchard inside the Edmonton zone.
They don't have to do anything here.
Right wing to Draisaitl at center ice. They'll dump it in. Edmondson, left wing corner. Over to Clark. Off the left wing boards and out. Wallman to Janmark. Janmark on the left wing will shoot it in. 5:39 to go in the third. 2-1. Oilers lead. Edmondson to Clark in his own zone through the middle to Byfield. Right wing to LaFerriere. Lost it to Draisaitl. He'll put it off the boards and out. It's knocked down by a high stick of the Kings. And the whistle goes. 5:26 to go here in the third. Oilers up 2-1 on Los Angeles. This is Game 5 series tied at 2 games apiece. We're going to be right back from the Crypto.com arena in LA. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles, the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-1 lead on the Kings with 5:26 to go in the third period of Game 5.
If you're going to see Janmark out with McDavid and Draisaitl here the rest of the way, Oilers are going to probably cut down to 9 forwards. We're looking at 11 shifts. 5.5 minutes left in this game.
Face up outside the Kings' blue line. And the puck goes to Kulak. Over to Nurse, will shoot it in. Henrique Brown and Frederick out there for Edmonton up front. It's in behind the Kings' net. Deneau on the right. Deneau in front of his goal. Long pass on the right wing for Fogle. To Philip Deneau, a little bit behind him, though. And Deneau unable to get it into the Edmonton zone. Kempe, his pass across was in behind Fogle. He got to go back and get it. And Fogle through the middle of the ice. Into the Oiler end on the right wing. A shot, glove save made by Pickard. And he held on to it.
Warren got a lot on that one. Had a great year, 24 goals, plus 36 this year.
4:48 to go in the third. And the McDavid, Draisaitl, Janmark trio out there as you expected. Kopitar will take the draw, puck top of the circle, and a shot that doesn't get through. Clark will center it, goes through the slot, and up the right wing, Janmark gets it out. Janmark off the right wing boards, but Byfield didn't let it get into the zone. Kopitar can shoot it into Edmonton territory. Byfield, left wing corner, pass to the middle, gave it away to Janmark. He'll get it out to Draisaitl. Dumps the puck in. It goes right to Kemper. He'll scoop it up with the glove. And there'll be a whistle with 4:22 to go here in the third. Edmonton up 2-1.
Leon went charging in there to get a offensive zone draw here for the Oilers.
Face off to the left of Darcy Kemper. Go-ahead goal, 7:12 into this third period. Matthias Janmark, second of the series. Nugent Hopkins, Kane, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Kulak. Nugent Hopkins out of the face-off circle. Kane will take the draw against Byfield. Trying to get this lined up. Now they do. Doughty behind his goal, rims it, hit the glass, it comes in front of the net. Hyman forced into the left wing corner by Doughty. He'll try to drive it, got it in front. Oh, that save made by Kemper off of Nugent Hopkins as Hyman set him up.
And Doughty with a real greasy play on Hyman after.
.411 to go here in the third. Face off to the right of Kemper. That puck took a weird hop off one of the stanchions in the corner on the glass. Led to the Edmonton chance. Clark on the right wing will get it out to Moore. Moore into the Oilers zone. He might go towards the net. He does! The save by Pickard!
That should have been a... Kane got cross-checked right from behind.
Trevor Moore with a pretty good chance. It didn't look like much until he turned it into something.
Well, if you look at Trevor Moore's career numbers against Edmonton, they have been outstanding. 7 goals, or in his career against the Oilers in the playoffs, 6 goals, 13 points in 22 games. He's a +4.
He got a lot on that.
And a greasy play by Brent Clark. He cross-checked. His faceoff should come outside the line. Cross-checked Evander Kane from behind, and the linesman, I think, he knocked the net off. It's Moorings. That's what Kane said. Cross-checking from behind right into the net. I I get it, you're not going to get the penalty, but
Face-off's going to stay in the Oilers zone.
To me, that face-off should be outside the neutralized area. And every face-off matters here. 4 minutes left in the game.
The beat to the right of Calvin Pickard. Tried to drop it once. No go. Draisaitl against Deneau in the face-off circle. Goes to Nurse in the corner, rims up the left wing. Off of McDavid, who's in his skates, didn't know where it was. Moore to Deneau, in over the line, left wing to Foegele, shot, and that one off his stick goes into the corner. Back to the right wing point for Clark. Hit by McDavid, but got it down low. Moore's in behind the Edmonton net, slides over to the left wing. More to the top of the circle for Kempe. Kempe shot towards the net. Glove save made by Pickard, and he holds on with 3:35 to go in the third period. The Oilers up by 1.
I'd have Henrique out here to take some draws defensively. It's like Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and Henrique. Vegas just won in overtime 3-2. Brett Howden had a good season. 20-goal scorer this year. Just finished it right now.
Face off to the right of Pickard. The series tied at 2. The game, Oilers with the lead here in Game 5. The puck flipped up and out. It will not be hard enough for icing. Doughty in the left corner to Kempe. Up the left wing to Fiala. He'll go to the middle. Goaltender to the bench. The shot, it's blocked. It's now 6-on-5. Kempe on the point. Left wing to Fiala. Skips off his stick. 3:10 to go in the third. It's rimmed to the right wing point. It's hammered towards the net, and it was blocked. There's Doughty had let it go. Doughty gets it back. Across to Kempe. Shot, and that one blocked by Nugent Hopkins. Left wing Fiala. Across ice to Kopitar. Now to Doughty. To Kopitar on the right wing. In front of the net. Hit a stick. Goes over to the boards. And Kane will get it out. And it'll go into the LA Kings zone. But Hyman couldn't get to it. And Kempe will start out through the middle.
Don't back off.
Kings net empty. Oilers up by 1 here in the third. 2.5 to go in the period. Puck up against the right wing corner in Edmonton territory. Top of the circle, it goes to the line. Doughty down the right wing. Comes back to Doughty. Gives it to Kopitar. Now to Fiala behind the Edmonton net. Fiala's pass to Kopitar. Top of the circle. A shot, and it goes off a stick wide. Fiala, the wraparound on a save by Pickard. He got it with the right pad, and Doughty will keep it in. Puck along the boards. Doughty left wing to the blue line to Kempe. Right wing to Kopitar. Into the corner. It goes to the left side. Kuzmenko to Doughty. Across to Kempe. Right side Kopitar. Over to Kuzmenko. He couldn't get the one-timer. And the puck behind the net. 1:40 to go in the third. Oilers up 2-1 here in Game 5. Kuzmenko on the left wing boards. In behind the net to Fiala. Right wing, Kopitar to the blue line to Kempe to Kopitar. Kopitar waits with it. To Fiala to the blue line where Kempe will keep it in. Right wing corner to Fiala. Fiala out of the right corner. The shot saved by Pickard. Hit him in the left shoulder. And Draisaitl got it to the line and out. Doughty in the neutral zone will wire it back in. 1:05 to go here in the third. 2-1 Oilers lead. Draisaitl steals through the middle. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins with the empty netter. And the Oilers are up 3-1.
Wow. What a great job defensively. The Oilers keeping their structure and process on the 6-on-5. LA had one good look. Pickard was equal to the task.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, his second of the playoffs. That empty netter gives the Oilers a 2-goal cushion with 57.8 seconds to go here in the third period. That was incredible pressure inside the Oilers zone. Calvin Pickard had to make some saves.
It's not over yet. Edmonton's still got a minute left here.
Brown will come into the Kings zone down the left wing. Brown trying to make a little move on Edmondson, who stole the puck. Edmondson to Clark. Kemper's looking to the bench. Now he's going to it, and it goes off of LaFerriere into the Oiler bench, and we get the whistle. So Kemper's got to go back in. Faceoff's going to be at center ice. 40 seconds left. 3-1 Oilers lead here in Game 5. Kempe at his own blue line. Through the middle of Fogle. Fogle will shoot it. Blocker saved by Pickard. Kemper's gone to the bench for the extra attacker again. Fogle in behind the Edmonton net. Left wing for Deneau. 24 seconds left. Across the point. Clark, right wing corner. LaFerriere centering pass. That hits something. It goes into the slot, and it is cleared out by Hyman. 10 seconds left. LaFerriere will shoot it in. Kulak into the corner. Left wing to Wallman. Gets it up the left wing boards. Doesn't get out. LaFerriere in front of the net. The game's over. The Edmonton Oilers win it 3-1 over the Los Angeles Kings. And the Oilers have a 3-2 lead in this first round series.
Well, guess what? There's a line from the movie Unforgiven. Deserves got nothing to do with it. Well, tonight, the Oilers did deserve to win this game. And it had something to do with it. Edmonton ended up with 46 shots on goal in this game. 46 shots on goal. It's as good as Edmonton's played all season long. No question about it.
Wow.
That was something.
Oh, Edmonton Oilers tie this game tied after 40. Although Edmonton had territorial advantage, shot advantage, but it's still tied. Matthias Janmark scores to get the Oilers ahead. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with the empty netter. We got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins downstairs. Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Ryan, what do you say about this game tonight?
I mean, right from the start, that's got to be our mindset on Thursday. Just put pucks there, overwhelm them, and eventually it'll pay off.
Well, you know what? Their guy played, and you know their guy well, because you played with him in Red Deer. Kemper was incredible tonight, but it's not easy being the goalie in the other end. You got to come up with big saves when they do get their chances. That's 3 straight wins for Calvin Pickard.
Yeah, I mean, Picks was outstanding for us. Made some huge saves. I mean, that one on Kempe, unbelievable. Kept us in it. On the other side, that's a good goalie. We just had to stick with it and trust that eventually we're going to break him down.
What do you expect in Game 6?
I mean, we're focused on ourselves, and the way we started tonight is the way we need to start Thursday, and that's all we need to focus on.
All right, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks.
Okay, there you go. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins downstairs. He had the empty netter. Oilers win it 3-1 over the Los Angeles Kings here in Game 5. They're up 3-2 in this series. A chance to close it out Thursday at Rogers Place. Oilers were down 2-0 in this series, but they come back into Los Angeles, and really, Bob, from the start of the game all the way on, and you had to push and push and push, but the Oilers played really well.
The LA Kings, Cam, were the best home team in the NHL this year with a record of 31-6-4. Edmonton had to come here and win at least one game. This is the Oilers' 7th victory in 11 games in this matchup over the last 4 years. in this barn. And they played a good team tonight, and the Oilers were just simply better. And they came at the Kings in way. In fact, the Kings switched their forecheck up in the third period because Edmonton was getting too many transition opportunities. McDavid and Draisaitl do get credit for the assists on the RNH goal, so they pick up a point. They've got 10 points in 5 games. Pickard stopped what he had to. It was a stellar start from him. And he made a couple big saves. Kemper was bloody brilliant tonight.
Unbelievable.
I mean, he stopped 43 of 45. But the Oilers have rallied from 2-0 down. Think of how negative it was out there, the Twitterverse and all that sort of stuff. People, the Oilers this, the Oilers that, after they got bombed 6-2 in Game 2. They came from behind in Game 3. Maybe got a little bit of help on a interesting challenge decision by the coach. The Kings have not played as many players as Edmonton, and that's become apparent as this series has gone on. The Oilers in the last 5 periods of this series have outshot the LA Kings 79 to 34. Okay, and if not for Kemper, this might have been a 5 or 6 one game tonight. So full marks for Edmonton. Big win, and I love it that it was Janmark. He matches his regular season total of 2 goals.
Yeah, he absolutely has, and that stands up as the game winner. Evander Kane also scoring for Edmonton. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, he had the empty net goal. Andrei Kuzmenko scored for Los Angeles. The shots, as it sits right now, 46-22 for the Oilers in this game. But the most important thing is they win it 3-1, and they take a 3-2 lead in this first round series against the Kings. After the Kings won the first 2 games of this series here in Los Angeles, the Edmonton Oilers have stormed back and have a chance to close it out against the Kings Thursday night in Edmonton at Rogers Place. 3-1 the final. The Oilers over the Kings here at the Crypto.com Arena. Our Rogers postgame show's coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Over to Arvidsson. A shot, save, rebound, scores! Matthias Janmark! He got the rebound, and the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-1 lead.
And that is our highlight zone, which is brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. The Edmonton Oilers. Matthias Janmark matches his regular season total, his 2nd goal of the playoffs. You can only hope to contain him a bit. He's going to break through come playoff time. Don't forget, last year he scored some big goals, including the only goal for Edmonton in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final against Florida on a brilliant breakaway deke. But Edmonton, full marks. They were the better team. They win tonight 3-1 with an empty netter. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
1:05 to go here in the third. 2-1 Oilers lead. Draisaitl steals through the middle. McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins. Scores! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with the empty netter, and the Oilers are up 3-1.
There you go. Zach Hyman, by the way, 10 hits and 6 shots on goal in this game. So contributing in other ways. That is our Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal Game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, Oilers were just simply better tonight. They were the better team.
They were. And we've talked earlier in the series that this is an LA King team that had a very, very short bench. The longer the series went, the advantages would come huge to the Edmonton Oilers because they were running 4 lines. They were playing 6 defensemen. And we're starting to see it. LA in the first 4 games, the first 2 periods of those games were the better team. First couple games, they were fantastic. But they've started to slow down. Their defensemen can't jump up in the play anymore. When you get tired physically, it's the brain that goes, and you're seeing more and more mistakes now. They're not creating as many opportunities, and the Edmonton Oilers are feasting on that, and they are getting better. They're feeling better about their game. Evander Kane, any rust that he had in Game 1 is completely off now. This might have been the Oilers' best effort. You know, if you look at the time of season and when they had it, this might be their best effort all season long.
That's what I'm just tweeting that. I'm just tweeting that right now. It's their best performance of the season.
Yeah, on the road into Game 5, all the pressure in the world on them, and it was a 2-1 game or 3-1 with the empty net, but this was a 5 or 6-1 game dressed up as a 2-1 game. This Darcy Kemper, he showed why he's up for the Vezina. The last 4 periods he has played, because you got to throw in the overtime game. That game should have ended 5 times too. He's been outstanding, and that's the one thing. The important win tonight for the Oilers takes away that elimination problem in Game 6, because a goalie can steal a game. Kemper can win a game by himself. So tonight, the Oilers winning this. Now they don't have to worry about Kemper having that one big night and ending their season. They can go home, feed off the crowd.
Yeah, damn near had it tonight. He was unreal.
Well, he did. But if you spend it was like in Game 4. If you spend all the time in your own zone, eventually things are going to find its way in the net. Tonight, the big rebound. It's a 3-on-2. Janmark's there. The game on home ice. I mean, Bouchard, the puck was going wide by about 5 feet, but when you're in your own zone the whole time, those eventually find the back of your net, and Kemper had no chance on that one. This was as good an effort. And here's another thing. I know Connor and Leon got a point on the last goal, on the empty net goal.
But they didn't carry
throw this out. No. And we talked earlier in the series. There was a night where they scored 5 on Kemper, and their star player had 4 points, and they lost. Tonight, they couldn't solve Kemper. Their star players had nothing, and they found a way to win. That's what you need at playoff hockey. That's why the Edmonton Oilers are a confident bunch, not only of winning this series, but going a long way here in the playoffs.
They used a lot of guys. They cut down to 9 forwards, Rob. In the final 4 minutes, which is their prerogative, they're using 5 defensemen at 5v5. Jake Walman, Rob, is +8 in this series. I don't know if he's just...
Pretty good pickup. Pretty good pickup at the deadline. And Klingberg, how about some of the plays that he's made? The play keeping it in on the Kane goal.
Yeah.
There will be hiccups with Klingberg because of missing all that time in his game, but the plays that he makes,
he's a veteran.
That changes. He's a veteran, smart player. The LA Kings didn't get to sit on their lead very long, and all of a sudden they're excited. They kill off the penalty. The number 1 unit's off. Doughty comes out of the box, but Klingberg makes a fantastic play, and Kane ties it up, and all of a sudden the Edmonton Oilers continue to push.
Rob, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Over to Arvidsson, a shot, save, rebound, scores! Matthias Janmark, he got the rebound, and the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-1 lead.
That is the plus play of the game. It's brought to you by Cantelli Protein Plus with the classic taste of Cantelli and 17 grams of protein. It's the most delicious way to score with your taste buds on and off the ice. And a goal from what is ostensibly Edmonton's fourth line. Won the game. Playoff Matthias Janmark with the finish. But Colson was physical all night long. This was an old-fashioned playoff game, but one in which Edmonton dominated, outshooting the LA Kings 46-22. Edmonton's up 3-2 in the series by virtue of a 3-1 road victory against the best home team in the NHL. To the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard. Here we go. We will start with the fact that the Toronto Maple Leafs could not finish off the Ottawa Senators. Senators win 4-0 in TO. I think the Leafs are 1-12 in closeout games. Closeout opportunities. Look, Toronto's still going to win the series, but Ottawa has won back-to-back games trying to extend. Meanwhile, Carolina ended New Jersey's season. Sebastian Aho's second goal of the game. Hurricanes win 5-4 over the injury-riddled Devils. The Golden Knights got a GWG in overtime for Brett Howden. This after a net drive by Ryan Hartman that resulted in a goal was challenged by Vegas' Bruce Cassidy, and the Golden Knights won the challenge, 2-2 game, and that was like with about a minute and 15 left. They went in overtime, and Howden, who's had a tremendous year. The Golden Knights do an unbelievable job finding really useful support players, many of them often that have spent time in the provinces of Manitoba and Saskatchewan, just for what it's worth. Draw your own conclusion there. Western Hockey League tonight, and we do this only because he extended his point streak with 3 more assists, including the game winner in overtime. Gavin McKenna, who's going number 1 in the 2026 draft. What a WHL draft that'll be if McKenna and Keaton Verhoff are still in the WHL and not in the NCAA next year. But Medicine Hat's up 3-0 Willie Desjardins squad over to Lethbridge. Those teams loaded up at the deadline. Jaeger came over in a deal to Lethbridge. Medicine Hat got Molendyke. But 52 straight games, Gavin McKenna's got a point. So there's your scores tonight. Oh, and the Oilers here in L.A. at Crypto.com, they kind of dominated this game. They outshot the Kings 46-22 and won 3-1. Darcy Kemper was brilliant, but he couldn't keep the Hounds at bay all night long. Edmonton wins, final score 3-1. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Molson Cup 3 stars, and that is presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers, whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or Excel, or Molson with your name on it. We're going to give Evander Kane a third star tonight. He had a goal and 4 hits. Adam Henrique did a great job. He gets an honorable mention. Darcy Kemper's tonight's second star. Kemper, 43 saves for the Kings. Almost stole this one. Calvin Pickard, 21 saves for the victory for Edmonton. But tonight's first star, Matthias Janmark, just seems to be a different player come playoff time. He scores tonight's game winner. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. It's an 8 o'clock puck drop Thursday in Edmonton. The Oilers down 2-0 at 1-3 straight.